mics are on. All right. Good evening, everyone. We're back with another episode of our Pathfinder campaign, Rise of the Runelords. Let me get right into the recap. Last week, you were all, let's see here. You collected, going to the basement of the sanatorium, you collected the whatever belongings you could find that were of the necromancer. You followed the instructions given to you. Thank you. By Aaron Habe, that you leave him the wand of gentle repose. And you also had Dino go upstairs and kind of mercy kill the bodyguard to supposedly prevent him from dying of his condition and potentially rising again. You came away with a big bag of gems as well as a small amount of money and another wand, this one with chill touch, and I think Dream has that. Then you headed on back to town. When you got there, you found Sheriff Hemlock in conversation with an older man who was dressed as if he was a farmer of some sort, and he was ranting and raving about there being scarecrows that were alive and attacking people. So you went to investigate, and you came across an unknown person in heavy armor swinging a greatsword and taking heads of the ghouls. You joined forces to eliminate all of the ghouls that you could find, and then you all together worked to burn a lot of the corpses and investigate the barn and the farmhouse. Where inside you found Dream found a key, and he made sure to remind everyone that he found a key many times because no one could figure out what it was for a while.
I found a key.
Yeah, that's right. You found a key.
Still don't know. Oh, we do.
I'm like Rain Man.
During the fighting, something I forgot to mention, most of you managed to get through the fighting without getting hit or otherwise threatened by the ghouls. A couple of you got nicked up a bit, and that's something that you might have to address later on. Let's see. You also found 2 survivors among the field of scarecrows. Only getting the last name Guffman out of either of them. You managed to get them to relative safety, and then after the fighting subsided and you were done looting and looking for things, including Ursuline finding another note from the person referring to himself as your lordship, you carried the bodies of the barely hanging on older couple back to Sandpoint, where in the middle of the night you knocked on the door of the cathedral, and Father Xanthus came to try to help you cure their conditions. He successfully cured the man's disease, and then Dino attempted to cure the woman with the scroll that you all bought, but the spell failed. And so Father Xanthus had to run back inside and get another scroll, which he then used to successfully cure her.
Forgot it at home. Sorry.
After that, you all went back to the Rusty Dragon, where Ameko gave you all some drinks and talked a bit with Edge, the new paladin that has joined your group, basically saying that he can stay for free just like everybody else as long as you all think he's a good guy and someone that you want to keep adventuring with. During this conversation, Ursuline was trying her best to remember any details regarding this key that was found, as it did bear the heraldry of the Foxglove family. After a little while of just trying to piece together the memories of her when you all first came together in Sandpoint and fought the goblins. She remembered that Aldrin Foxglove was the man that you had all saved, so to speak, from being attacked by by a pack of these goblins, and that's when it finally clicked that that's who is presumably after her. So we pick up from there. It is very late at night with you all in the Rusty Dragon.
We need bins with tops.
Drinking and enjoying yourselves, and sort of just winding down for the night. So, what's everybody doing?
I'm
enjoying
the
refreshments.
Yeah, Cat's having a drink at the bar.
Okay. Ameko is prepared to keep the drinks flowing for as long as you all want to.
Edge will probably go
Mako, I
to sleep
found a
early.
key.
Okay, so Edge.
And Cat goes, and we found out who Ursula's secret admirer is. Still can't believe she's the one with the secret admirer.
Sounds like someone's jealous.
That final kill.
Hey, it's easier to manipulate people when they have a crush on you. Everybody knows that.
Cat especially knows that from
Fair
her
enough.
books. It's a style. Yeah.
You can see Kate in a corner shoveling a whole plate full of food into their face. And also, can you roll this for me? But what would I check to see how I'm feeling from stuff, considering I got nicked by claws?
We will address that a little later.
Okay, cool. I'm feeling good. I'm just
Table
all
and
food
fries.
and awesome hungry.
In other news, there is a staple in my fry.
Ew.
That's terrifying.
Technically, they were Rachel's fries, but
Okay. So
Probably from the bag.
I think I heard Edge. Edge said he was gonna get to bed a little earlier. So after a few more minutes of talking, drinking, and other merriment, Edge heads upstairs and retires for the night.
just
Well,
to
actually,
bring up the
Edge doesn't
question.
even. Edge is not even involved in that. He literally, the minute after the conversation from last session is done, he will most likely just go straight. What time is it? It's getting late, isn't it?
It's about midnight, probably.
Yes, he would have just gone immediately
All right,
after
so-
getting the pleasantries done.
Okay, so yeah, after you get all the important details out of the way, Edge just heads up to bed.
So Kate is shoveling food in his face, and Mrs. Edge going to bed, turns around to like they've been talking to Edge this whole time, only to realize that Edge is not there.
So if the wimpy boy turned into a ghast, what happened to his dog?
I was at a hunch, but I'm pretty sure it's an undead as well.
Well, that's
Say
just
that.
depressing. I don't want to have to kill a dog.
Oh no, no undead dogs.
I mean, we
Good
showed
level
no
food.
mercy to the demon dog. Why should undead dog get anything else?
I mean,
Because
we
it
can
was-
just feed him the mind flayer bread.
Oh, that's true.
Kate just kind of like meekly raises a hand slightly and just goes, "Hey y'all," and just goes back to eating.
Okay. If that
Okay.
man really turned his dog into an undead, I'm gonna have some words with him.
Wait, who are we talking about?
That foxglove guy whose dog we saved when we first came to Sandpoint after the fair.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, the bitch boy who couldn't protect his own dog.
Let's feed him some bread too.
Sounds good to me.
I don't know if it would work.
I'm pretty sure it'll work.
How would we
Dream
convince
is
him
gonna.
to eat the bread?
He's a weak little man. It'll work.
Not anymore. He's a ghast.
He's still a weak little man. if this is what he wanted for power and to woo the whatever you are,
Even though, but I'm not. I don't even know why.
Jareem's gonna reach into his pocket and he's gonna pull out some devil's trumpet, and he's just gonna say, "I don't even remember what this does," and then he's gonna eat it.
Will you eat it if you don't remember? I'm going to bed. I can't
That's
deal
dream
with this
for ya.
I'm right up at the door.
but I'm gonna eat it anyway.
So you go ahead and you eat the angel's trumpet, not the devil's trumpet.
Oh, I think it's hysterical. She doesn't even know what he's on.
Before you go to eat it, in character, you look at yourself about to do this, and you're like, wait a minute, you're supposed to smoke this.
Aha!
At least he remembered.
Light it up.
All right, so over the next 11 hours, you experience visions of dead relatives or friends or others that died nearby, and you can converse with them.
Just like in The Sims when you go to the graveyard and all the ghosts are there when the sun sets. Is that what he's experiencing right now?
Kind of, yeah. Like these sensations of being able to see dead people kind of comes in waves. They're through the night, whether you're awake or dreaming, you'll see 6 different instances of this happening.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So Dream goes on a bit of a vision quest.
So, as soon as I realize what it does, I'm gonna run up to Edge's room and bang on his door.
Oh no. Okay. So
Sorry, Edge, we're not getting away from party shenanigans that easily.
Welcome to our group. Kay just goes, what's going
Hey,
on?
how much time has passed from when he's come up to when he's being interrupted by Dream?
not that long. Probably a couple round of drinks and then him taking the drugs. So at most like a half hour.
All right then.
That doesn't do anything. No, it doesn't.
Edge will very carefully then. His greatsword will still be behind his back, or however it has been sheathed. He will take his dagger out very carefully. Walk very slowly to the door. Move next to the door, not in front of it. Is there like is there a keyhole or any type of like crack in the door, etc., etc.? I would have locked it.
There's
but
there's a keyhole. Ameko would have given you a key on your way up.
Oh my god.
Inside the
How is this happening? Can I go upstairs to my room and see this?
You want to go up to your room and what?
And I want to see if I could witness Dream trying to break in, or whatever Dream is trying to do.
Yeah, okay.
That's Edge. I'm confused.
You go upstairs a little bit after Dream does, and yeah, you see him in the hallway outside the door of a room that, to your knowledge, doesn't belong to any of you.
Dream, do you need to get in?
I'm just looking for the new guy.
Walk up and unlock the door.
Wait, are the keys all like skeleton keys? Do they unlock every door? Surely not.
No.
No, they
No.
don't. They don't.
At this point, I'm gonna go up and just watch what's going on, out of curiosity.
Stop touching the keyboard.
Cat's
Alright.
gonna stay downstairs for plausible deniability.
Yeah, right
Right,
now it's
so-
just Cat and Cade downstairs.
I
And
was gonna say,
Dino, I
whoever
guess.
is coming through the door, they're going to be. Edge will try to immediately grapple them, then basically CQC them down to the floor.
Okay.
So what do
Oh,
I
I'm
need
not trying
to
to break
roll
in.
for that? She
No,
is obviously.
I just open the door. Like I'm opening it. Like I unlock it and I push it open. I'm not going into your room. I unlocked it for Jareem.
I mean,
Okay,
he.
you do that.
All
I mean,
doors.
either way, he's gonna be ready for whoever tries to get through the
Okay.
door.
And I have a dagger out, so just bear that in mind.
So next to your base attack bonus, where it says CMB, click that and it'll roll.
Alrighty.
It's your combat maneuver bonus. And yeah,
Oh, so it's
Ursula
not
easily
it's-
pops open the door with the 26. I just noticed that roll.
It I have to hit the CMD, correct? Or do I need to? It's not
CMB.
like- Oh, B.
Yeah, B,
Oh,
B, is, B is in boy.
close quarter, close combat.
CMD is basically like your AC against combat maneuvers.
Ah,
Okay, so that's a 19. Let's see. So you are going to. Well, who's going through the door first of all? Because that's going to determine.
I just opened it for Jareem. It's Jareem's choice whether or not when he's high on whatever
I mean,
he's on.
so first of all, you would be in front of the door, so I think technically Ursulin would be the one getting it. But if they're grappling on the floor, I'm gonna.
It actually doesn't matter who goes through the door because the 19 is not enough to beat either of your CMDs. So whoever tries to go through the door is going to Edge is going to attempt to grapple them, but and get them to the ground, but unsuccessfully.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Edge try to attack me, just back up and be like, hey, "Your turn."
I'm gonna blow the hit that I've been holding into Edge's face.
Oh, that's mean. All right. Okay. If
And
that's
then I'm gonna say initiation.
I knew what he was planning to do. That's why I unlocked the door.
Oh, no.
Edge, make a Constitution check.
tell me that's
Oh.
enough.
Okay, so yeah, the smoke gets blown into your face. You don't really feel any different. It doesn't seem to have much of an effect on you.
Thank God. Okay, now I have a question. Where we are right now, are we on like a two-story landing, or is this like a corridor?
It's a hallway. It's a second story hallway.
Okay, and there's no like we can't see down to the tavern, right?
No.
Okay, good, fine. Yeah, Edge is just going to, trying to think. if there wasn't a place to fall from, I would have just kicked him and gone, Sparta. Evidently not. That's not the case. So.
Oh, I'm
he's
sad
just
that there isn't now. That would have been funny.
Right then. So okay. Yeah, so he's got the
Here,
reefer in his
actually.
hand, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I attack it and slice it to bits?
Sure, you could try.
What are you attacking?
I'm attacking the weed.
Okay. So it's a very small object, so it's probably gonna be a little hard to hit. Go ahead and make an attack roll with the dagger.
Okay.
Yeah, you managed to slice it up.
What got sliced up?
The whatever you are using to smoke if you rolled up the drug or do you like stick it in a pipe
Your
or
point, dude.
It was a pipe.
it's a pipe? Okay, so
Yeah, your pipe is gone.
you knock
I
knock the
got a
pipe
couple
you knock the pipe out of his hand, and it's a wooden pipe, so it just hits the floor and nothing really happens to it. The drug that's inside the pipe spills out a bit onto the floor, but that's it. No further damage.
Yeah. So Edge is just going to be very annoyed, looking at the other two, and he basically sternly says, "I have no time for this, and neither
No,
should
we
either,
all have
and not
time
should
for
either of you." He just goes. He goes back into his room, locks the door, and from the other end, you can hear him basically shout, "8 a.m. sharp, training."
All right then.
Well, now I gotta go buy a new pipe.
I
No.
can make you one.
No, your pipe is okay. It's just
It's got a
The
cut
drug
on it.
part.
yeah, it's got like a little nick on the side of it where the dagger hit and you dropped it.
Oh, okay. Build
it's-
character.
Yeah, no, it's still usable. It's just any damage to it is cosmetic.
Unless I got a crit next time.
Yeah, then that would have been donezo for the pipe.
I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I mean, I wanted to see what it says. Okay. Oh, it's bluff or stealth. Okay. I was wondering what the fuck that does again.
Oh, and this time he puts a chair or something in front of the door so that even if it's picked, it's not open.
Smart. Okay.
Anxiety in the new player. Congrats.
Yeah. Edge closes the door, locks it, and then barricades it. And then presumably goes to sleep.
Kind of pissed that didn't work.
My friend, it was never going to.
I'll get you yet.
Okay, so what else would you guys like to do tonight?
For one, I'm just gonna acknowledge that was
He's
pretty
just
funny.
down at the bar now, just alone.
No,
Or is Cat
Cat's
also
there.
there?
Cat's still there.
Cool. So yeah, Kate's just kind of like realizing how much they just pigged out on their food and just kind of trying to play off that they have a lot more etiquette than they actually do, and is trying to like clean up a bit.
Okay.
Was that okay to me or Cade?
No, it was just okay to whatever Cade's doing. Just collecting all that. All right. Anyone else, or are we going
I
to bed for the
whispered
night?
what I want to do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to bed.
Oh, I got 2 whispers here. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay.
I want mine to be after that whisper.
Okay. So Ursuline roll stealth.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh wait. Can I get a +4?
You're gonna activate the
Yeah.
bracers. Okay.
Yeah.
Bracelets. All right. So
Oh,
yes.
that's once per this day, so that's perfect.
16. Okay. So you're reasonably quiet in putting the note on Edge's door that says you will be initiated. Meanwhile, Dino, as he walks past, casts another summon nature's ally spell, and he summons, based on my roll here, he summons 3 small viper snakes that slither under Edge's door, but they don't attack. They kind of just sit there, and then Dino goes to bed. So they sit in Edge's room for a few minutes. Edge, if you want to make a perception check to try and see or hear this, okay, it's gonna be at a penalty because you're sleeping. Okay.
A 10-ish.
Okay, so yeah, there are some hissing noises by the door of your room, but you are sleeping a bit too deeply to notice them. So the snakes just sort of sit by your door, and then when the spell ends, they simply disappear.
Nothing happened.
All right.
I was just more trying to whisper to you in your sleep.
So I think Kat's the only one who hasn't said that they're going to bed yet. So
Yeah, sorry, my roll 20 is being.
Okay.
roll 20. So
No worries. All right. So
So-
whatever.
right now, Kat's at the bar. She is going to go to bed, but I just want to check something on my sheet before I tell you what I'm going to do.
Okay. I mean, I have your sheet open. What I could look at it. What do you need?
The thing is, I need to see my sheet to tell you what I.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no 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 no.
The problem isn't you seeing my sheet. The problem is me seeing my sheet. I
think
don't
the correct
remember what
thing
spells
is
I
me
have.
my feet.
Okay,
I knew
Kat's
that.
just gonna go to bed. I don't want to hold y'all up. Wait. Never mind. I take that back.
I'm gonna clip that.
It's a
As
clip
she
of-
goes to sleep, she suddenly remembers her spells.
What a-
So they remember she had the book full of them.
What a
So
time to
Kat
remember.
goes upstairs to go to bed, but first she goes to Edge's door. And fuck it, I'm not gonna do that. He goes to Edge's door and just slides a note under it that says, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry about my companions," and leaves it there.
All right.
I'm glad.
Two notes and some snakes. Look at you go. You're popular.
Okay. So as you all,
I was-
go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I was gonna be mean and drench him, but then I'm like, nah, I'm
come
not
on.
gonna do that. I have no reason to do that yet.
He's
Yeah.
this man's been hazed enough. He's Dream
me.
walks
Even
into his room,
Airplane's
blows
done
smoke in his
it too.
face. Dino puts snakes under his door. Like,
And I'm just like, I'm sorry.
The door, admittedly, both attempts failed, so.
oh, I mean, the snakes got under there. You didn't even know they were there though, because you were already asleep.
Could they actually do anything, though?
No, Dino said that they don't attack. He whispered me. He said they don't attack. They just get summoned and then they slither under the door.
Okay.
Okay, so
What's really funny is he could detect good, so if he detected good on those snakes and saw nothing, he'd
I
be
mean, the
killing-
snakes aren't good or evil. They're just neutral.
yeah, they're just
But I don't think they can.
Unless the magic comes from an evil source, like warlocks or whatever, demonry, etc., it wouldn't.
yeah, that he would know about. Okay, so with everyone drifting off to sleep for the night, we have a couple of things to do during the rest. So I'm going to start with Kat.
The stream sequence time! Yay!
Yep.
Yeah.
As a disclaimer, not everyone is getting one tonight, but don't worry, I'll
That's fine.
make up for them later.
It's okay,
Only
'cause I know I am.
Yep, only 2 for this session. So
Oh, I feel extra special. Okay.
so Kat, after you sort of drift off to sleep, your vision reappears, and you find yourself just at the edge of the Whispered Forest, which was the forest that's right next to the farmlands. It is just after sunset. You start to you're in like a seated position at first. You stand up and then a butterfly lands on your shoulder. But there's some sound of thunder in the distance that makes it fly away. And you're overcome by an urge to follow the sound of the thunder. So you move to the north where it's coming from, and before long you are back on the lands of the Hambley farm where you and your friends fought the ghouls. You look up, and then a flash of lightning comes from inside the cornfield. So you follow that, and just as you get to within sight, you see yourself and your friends fighting against the ghouls. But the battlefield is very different this time. You look to you look to your like your left, and you see Jareem and you see Urzulin moving the people you rescued a bit further off in the distance, just to make sure that nothing can get to them. You watch as Dino raises his scimitar and beheads one of the ghouls. But his weapon looks a little different this time. His weapon is actually covered in electricity and just like crackling energy. You look to
no, I'm not supposed to be the only person who can control storms. What the hell, man?
You look to your right, and you see Cade run through a ghoul with their Ransor, and the Ransor is also covered in electricity. They stab the ghoul with it, and the ghoul's body is just like jolting and convulsing with electricity, and then eventually goes limp as Cade kicks it off the end. You see the other you in this dream. You walk up behind a ghoul that's unsuspecting, and you put your hands on its head, and you shock it until it bursts. And
is this real me or? Sorry.
No, this is Cat's dream.
No, that's why I'm asking. Is it the cat who destroyed the ghoul, who shot the ghoul just now? Is that me? Like the me that's observing all of this?
Yeah. This is like an out of body dream. It's like
or is it me watching a different cat do it?
I mean, it's like an out of body type dream. Like you're watching yourself, but not where you're standing. It's another you. Yeah. So you grab this ghoul by the head, and you just like release your electrical energy into its head, and it just like the head just bursts, and you get a lot of enjoyment out of this. You and the you that's watching it. You both feel powerful and excited by being able to do this. Then just in front of you, you see Edge, and Edge takes his greatsword and swings straight vertical at a ghoul and just bisects it from head to groin. Just splits open, falls to the ground. His greatsword also covered in lightning. As the one that Edge killed falls to the ground, everyone looks around and says that there aren't any more to deal with. Dino and Edge and Cade, they all turn around and they walk towards you, and they either thank you or give you like a little pat on the shoulder for boosting their weapons with your magic. You then see
they were gonna attack her because she was the last ghoul.
You see another bolt of lightning hit the barn where the big moss covered stone head sits, and just as that happens, it looks like time stops completely, and then after a few seconds, your vision just goes black completely. There's an uncomfortable silence, and then a voice, really a double voice that's familiar to you, calls out to you, and it simply says, "Remember who you are." And then,
the Lion King.
And then your dream ends.
Remember who you are, Simba.
Now, Cade. So, Cade, as you drift off to sleep, you hear a distant sound of like fluttering wings, and before long, you too find yourself back at the Hambly farm. You're searching through the network of cornfields to find any living souls that are left behind from all of these scarecrows. Strangely, though, you're alone while this is going on. As you look, there's a voice that speaks to you. It's a very smooth-sounding voice, but it's also got a little hint of sort of like sinister intentions in it, at least from what you can tell. the voice just says to you, "Back so soon."
I'm just gonna look around again and go, why? Why here? Why? Who are you? And where's? Why am I alone? Again.
The voice speaks as if it didn't even hear what you said. It says, "It's a shame that we encounter each other here and now, because you aren't ready to face your pain yet. It's a pity, really. You defend that reckless half-elf only to leave yourself open to attack. You lack the killer instinct you need, dear. I wouldn't want you to turn into the wrong thing now." Go ahead and roll a fortitude save.
Oh dear.
Cat underneath.
Come on, loady wheel on my sheet. Let me do things. Fortitude save coming in.
One can hope. Nice.
Hey.
Hey.
All right. The voice doesn't speak for a few seconds, sort of just observing you, wherever it is. Then it says, "So we understand each other then, yes? The next time we meet, I hope you're ready." You hear
No. What? No, I don't understand any of this. Laughing, crying, that whole mid-ground thing happening.
You hear the sound of the wings fluttering again, and then you look down at your feet and you find the dog that you found, and it's looking at you, sort of like happily begging you to play with it. You then hear the voices of some of your friends up ahead. You hear Dino first, yells out to you, "Come on, Cade, keep up," but like he's doing so in like a joking tone. You're all heading past the farm towards the Misgivings, and you personally feel as though you've prepared really well for the dangers that lie ahead. You've run through many situations in your mind and come up with different ways that you try to solve them. You feel as though you learned from the fight on the farm, and that you'll remain vigilant in your own defense. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
So at that point, when Dino says keep up, at that point, I scoop up the puppy and just run up to Dino and everyone, and I start explaining like all the strategies that I have and plans, and explain that, okay, so if we can get ourselves in and get in an entrance that we know that they aren't aware of, then maybe we can get some surprise. And then like I just trail off like giving plans and stuff, and like in the back of my mind I'm still thinking about that voice that I heard and why everything feels so surreal, but I'm also very at peace with what's going on, so I don't want to question it too far. And I guess I go back into sleep.
Yeah, as your voice trails off and you sort of enter your deeper contemplation of what's lies in the immediate future for yourself and for all your friends, the dream fades, and you find yourself just back to regular sleep. You have succeeded on your saving throw, so you do not contract ghoul fever.
Yeah.
You were the only one that was bitten, so that's why you had to,
I know.
make that save.
I know.
The claw strikes don't transmit the disease.
I know, but that's why I was, because Cade wasn't thinking at the time, so Cade was just like, oh hey, nothing happened, those don't look infected. Like I wasn't even thinking of the bite, I was just seeing the claws on my arms that I could actually see as I was eating. That was what I was trying to roleplay as.
And I will, in the interest of in the interest of letting you know what the other outcome would have been, I'll send that in the chat after the session.
Sweet.
Because I actually like what I wrote for that. Not that I was rooting for you to fail, but I.
No, but at the same time, I'm the same way. Like,
I was
I'm
happy with what I wrote
story
for it.
elements either way. I get you.
Yeah, I don't want it to go to waste. So, you all wake
Not
up.
that you're happy that they failed. It's more of a you were really excited of what was going to happen, and like you're kind of sad that you didn't get to use it, but also,
Yeah.
oh motherfucker!
Well, I mean, I'm not that upset, but you know.
Oh no! I fucked up my stitch.
I know.
I know.
I was.
Sorry, I'm doing cross stitch as we play, and I just realized that I've totally screwed up my stitch count.
I was just playing into it. Okay, so you all wake up. Edge, 8 a.m. sharp, as he said. He's up, raring to go.
Well, here's the question: am I up before they are up?
Given what time this party usually wakes up, I would say, yeah, you're very likely the first one up.
Perfect.
Yeah, we usually wake up around 10.
It is.
All right, so
it is now Star Day. I've already changed the date, and
Is that Sunday?
no,
Actually,
no. Sunday is just Sunday in Pathfinder. Star Day is Saturday.
Oh, I always get the two confused.
I think what's the bar the tavern owner's name again?
Her name
Ameko.
Ameko.
Amiko, yes. Is she awake?
Yeah, she's awake, having already started breakfast. You also see next to her, helping her out with everything, is an older halfling woman.
So Ed was just very composed, come down, asked very politely. Is there a pail of
peeping
water
in
I can
someone's
borrow?
house?
I think that's the washing machine going on.
No, it's not the. I hear it through my computer, and I'm like going insane.
It's not me. I don't think.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't know.
maybe I'm going insane. I'm sorry for the derailment. I just hear a slight beep in the background. I'm just like, what
It
the
could be
fuck?
me. It could be my system. I don't know. Do you hear it now?
Yeah, it's
It's-
only inside.
God damn it. Yeah, I have issues.
Yeah, that's his then. Okay. So, all right. Glad we figured that out. Okay.
Insane.
So Edge comes downstairs, walks up to the bar. I'm just gonna hide everyone else's tokens for the moment, just not to break immersion.
It's dark.
Edge comes downstairs making beeping noises.
Oh right, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Alright. How is it
No
now?
one else.
Any better?
No one else is gonna see the map.
No, I can't.
Anyway,
No,
so
it's
yes, he's gonna ask for he's gonna act very composed and reserved. Is there a large pail of water I can borrow?
Ameko says, "Yeah, by all means." And she grabs like a bucket, and just
I don't like where this is going.
takes a few moments to fill the bucket, but then she puts it on top of the bar in front of you.
Edge will take it and head back up to the rooms.
Maybe
Does
it's
he know
next door.
whose rooms they're all in?
No, I don't think you do yet.
No,
I think it might be the
you
firehouse that's beeping as well.
You don't know who's
Alright.
whose. But let me look at my.
Alright, can I
map of
ask Himeko?
I think I have the.
Okay,
the-
I actually
hysterical.
still have the key to this, to whose room belongs to who. So,
Can you text us that? Because I forgot what color I'm in.
you're in the green room.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So yeah, Edge, I moved you to the map of the inn with all the rooms. Yours is in the bottom corner.
I can't see.
Oh, I can make
Yeah,
sense of
I'm fixing that. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you should be able to see now, I hope.
Tim,
What's up?
things I have to point out real quick. One, I chose a couple of new spells that involve
Yeah, I'm gonna get the spell.
slowing down disease.
Okay, yeah,
You know,
I'll
sounds important for right about now.
yeah. I'll get to other spell prep right after this. I actually had that on my a list of
Second thing
notes
I'd
here
like to
to
mention
remind
is that I
everybody.
do have to meditate for 1 hour, while it's fair to say that Edge would wake up before I do, but I imagine I'm not that too terribly far behind.
Yeah, probably not. So you wake up and you spend your first hour awake meditating and preparing your spells for the day. All right, so Edge, your room is in the far bottom left corner here, the Drake room.
All right.
As you come back up the stairs, you pass by all different colored doors themed with different colored dragons. You see a red room, a white room, a green room, blue.
All right.
Black.
Actually, I think there might be a way to simplify this. Can I ask Himiko to come along with me?
You just call her Yumiko?
Sorry, what was her name?
Ameko.
Amiko. Sorry, I said Himiko, but yeah.
Yeah, no, you're good.
We are not in
Okay.
an anime, damn it.
You have to
Because
realize that
I
this
thought he
entire
asked if
group.
she was an anime character name, and I was like, that's why I'm laughing. Like, Himiko. I was like, no, it's a Mako.
This whole group's evolved sometimes.
Because the character also looks Asian, so I just like.
But she is.
She is.
Right,
Her,
well, anyway.
her family's from a region of the world called Minkai.
Oh, Amiko. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Believe me,
sorry.
it happens. No, you're
I
good.
thought it was an 8 instead of an A, but yeah, no, yes. Can I ask Amiko to come alongside with me? With a skeleton. Yeah, so I just also, in the same dead serious tone, do you have a skeleton key for the rooms?
She says, "I do." Go ahead. Make a diplomacy check to try to convince her to play along with what you're doing.
Alrighty.
Love and holy, please don't let him
Let's
make
see.
play with us.
Diplomacy or do I have
Sleep enhanced diplomacy.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Don't you dare sleep enhance anything. You're sleeping.
Ah, damn it.
She looks at you and she says, "Well, that depends. What do you have in mind?"
It's time to wake them up.
I like this plan. She follows you, keys in hand.
Not real.
Alrighty.
She's gonna have to do all the rooms and
I mean, she
Exactly.
knows. She knows where you're all staying. So
Feels like you're licking my leg.
she
I know it's cold.
she comes to. I'm gonna move you. She comes to about there with you. Let me see. I have her token here. Oh no, that's not gonna work. All right.
Got them steady four.
All right, yeah. So I'm just gonna use your token to denote where the both of you are. So she starts pointing at some of the doors as you come down this hallway, and as you round the corner here, she points out the rest of them where everybody's staying. She doesn't mention anyone by name just yet, and then she turns to you and says, "Who do you want to get first?"
Start with the two last night.
Hey, all I did was unlock your door. You're the one that attacked me.
I know what you did. Edge doesn't care.
She stops in front of the blue door and begins to use her key to open the door, and she's trying to be quiet about it. So let's see.
Actually, can you Edge make a suggestion to just unlock all the doors first? Then I'll make this much simpler.
She have to roll stealth for each one.
She gives a nod. Now I'm gonna have her make one stealth check for the whole process of opening of unlocking the doors.
Otherwise, I don't have to roll every single time. Yeah.
Okay.
Fudge the roll. Come on.
So that's her perception DC then. Anyone who would like to try and hear what's going on, Dino I know is awake, so no penalty for him.
I
Okay,
would.
just sound the fuck asleep.
I instead make a perception roll for when he walks into my room. Not for hearing the key opening the door.
Hears.
Oh.
Because I
Like
thought
if you hear like the door
I
opening.
don't know.
Well, I mean, if
He's awake, so I'll give him that.
yeah, I mean, if you're not awake yet, it doesn't really matter when you make the check in terms of the sequence of events. But
I was gonna say I'll make another perception to hear him coming into my room.
okay, so
'Cause
Cat
I didn't hear Mako unlock my door. That's what I didn't hear.
yeah, so you definitely fail the roll for Mako unlocking the door. Dino knows what's going on. Cat fails the roll. Dream, do you want to roll or do you care? Rob? Rob?
Yeah.
Do you want to roll to not get splashed, splooshed with water?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, roll.
Sorry, I had to make a group chat groomsman and shit.
You're fine. Roll perception.
Not for long, you're not.
Okay, so Dino is the only one that hears his door being unlocked. But all the doors are now unlocked.
Alrighty. So, by the numbers then.
Okay, so if I notice, can I quietly go out?
I'm so confused.
Sure. Yeah, you can get up and
It would be
step out.
even funnier if it's Dino dressed his bed. I know he's not gonna do it, but if Dino dressed his bed up to look like Dino is still in his bed, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Dino, you exit your room and you look. You sort of peek around the corner down the hallway, and you see Edge standing in front of Jareem's door with a Mako. And
I basically whisper, "Hey, Edge."
He's going to go subsequently
Entity,
one by
you're going
one.
robot.
Oh, damn it.
Don't buy him from this bitch.
Let me just disconnect really fast.
Daft Punk has entered the chat.
How now?
We'll clip that too.
You sound fine now. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, not to be rude to Dino, but he is just going to ignore you for now because he is, now that all the doors have been unlocked, he's now going to systematically go through them one by one. Well, okay, not go. Here's what he's doing. So now from his artisan, not artisan, the I think the medical or like
the healer's kit.
Yeah, one of those kits have like, or I can just get like a spoon or something, like a ladle from the kitchen downstairs as well. If that's all right, do I need to roll a friend? Just any type of, like anything that can carry water or a mug. Yeah, so I have a big ass pail, a big ass mug. Do the math.
Yeah. Okay.
Kick the door down open, mug filled, throw it into the room. Next door.
Perception.
Next door.
I'm just gonna stop in front of Kate's door.
Oh, is that open?
All right. So
next door.
basically,
splash water. Move on.
Basically, yeah. You take your you take the utensils that come with the mess kit from your paladin's kit.
Yeah.
And that's how you proceed to throw water on those who did not suspect you. So Dream gets doused. Cat gets a dose as well as you open up the red door.
That perception roll
In
be
response,
here a combination of him opening other people's doors by kicking them in and splashing, and also hear him come down the hall towards my door.
Yeah. If
okay,
he,
so, by the way, as
Let's
soon
be honest. Can
I'm
I
sorry.
like to stop everyone here and say just really quick. The reason why I'm saying this because the fact I think is no point because he's actually going to start talking very loudly and start saying, 8 a.m. training starts now.
Okay, so yeah, making obviously no effort to be quiet about dumping water on people. Yeah, by the time he's done in Cat's room, yeah, everyone else really has no choice but to wake up. and hear what's going on.
If he's gonna come into my room with water, there's gonna be a little sequence gonna go on right there.
Before we move
But
on,
here's the thing. He hasn't splashed Dino though. I
No,
will say that much.
He has not. No.
My perception roll was
I
to
haven't
hear
been able
what was going
to
down.
say it yet,
down the
but
hallway.
I
If you
want
hear
to just
footsteps.
be in front of Cade's room.
Well, that plus also he's awake. Keep
Alright.
that in mind.
so
Yeah, but you still got 2 rooms to go, my dude.
in response to this, when he comes into Cat's room and tries to do this, Cat is going to drench him and then breeze herself off.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for him to kick in my door.
Okay,
At
he
this
kicks in the
point-
door.
Oh, okay. Well, since I sleep with my gun, I'm going to take aim and shoot at the doorway.
Okay.
All right. Make an
You
attack
don't
roll.
want to say okay to that. Make an attack? Well, what do I have to beat? What's his AC? An 18? Oh, that's easy.
What the fuck?
Well, the
Oh,
door.
damn.
Either way, the door would have still
Easy, you
been
said.
obstructing a little bit, so he would have had a little bit of a
Yeah.
bonus for cover.
I basically shoot the door back shut.
Yeah, you shoot the door, and there's definitely a hole in the door now, and it has gone past. The bullet has gone through the door and impacted into the wall across the hallway, right next to the door. Right.
With the gun, and I.
The wall is right next to
try
the right next to
Edge will just
the door
Edge
to
will not
Bathana's
even
room.
flinch. He will just. Yeah, but I'm saying Edge doesn't care. He just looks at you and he says, "Good, you're awake." Moves on to the next room.
I'm sure my gunshot would have woken Kate up if had not the screaming and shouting.
Yeah, I'm gonna say right now that Cade literally at the gunshot and goes, "No, wait, what gender am I?" And just starts looking down underneath the sheets.
Oh my god.
No, okay, wait. Earthlyn didn't shoot me. Oh shit! And I just beeline out of the room like half of my pajamas, just going, "What's going on?" Like.
Oh my god.
Edge sees you in your pajamas and also says, "Oh, good, finally."
So
What?
Now,
No,
so
it's just
Edge will shush
Cade
everybody.
just sits on the floor.
Yeah, so Edge will start to speak up again, and he says, "Oh, what is he gonna say?" Shit! Oh Lord, performance anxiety. Okay. Yes.
Did
say-
Edge get drenched?
Did I?
Oh, yeah, you'd have to roll
I did Cat drench.
You did, yes. Edge, roll a reflex save. I'm sorry.
Well, let's see. Reflex is a lonely child. I'm not gonna. He doesn't care anyway.
Yeah, Edge gets a taste of his own medicine as he is magically drenched by a cat.
He doesn't care. He moves on and starts to scream out in the hallway.
Yeah, that was almost a misfire.
Today is the last day you will be adventurers. In the coming months, you will be now warriors. That is my plan. There will be no more hazing. If you want me to stay with this group.
Cat just looks up. Cat leaves, looks at him, says, "I am not a warrior. I'm a motherfucking lady," and jolts him.
You're a fucking pirate who likes porn.
That is a miss.
Cade's
Porn pirate.
And
Cade
I
says
drenched-
this from sitting on the
like,
ground.
you drenched me in water, and you tried to, and that failed. Wow.
And it didn't hurt. Wet and
Yeah.
zappy zap.
I'm gonna look at Edge and I say, okay, here's the thing. I'm fine with training at 8 a.m. I hate the fucking sun. I hate being up so early, but fine. I'll train at 8 a.m. But if you're gonna tell me my jokes are leaving my life when that is pretty much all I got to be, except for this chest full of shit that is apparently fucking worthless last night, you got nothing in common to you, buddy. Jokes stay. Training stays.
Ed doesn't respond to that, and he just simply says, "Today it was water.
Dancing, and
Tomorrow
I'm
it'll be acid. And tomorrow it won't be
Ed-
me. That's the point.
You're not close.
Well,
Be ready." He just slams the bucket on the ground and heads back downstairs.
Just
I kick
completely
the
dismissed.
bucket.
I'm gonna look at Kate and be like, Kate, you have mending, right? I shot a hole through my door.
Yes, maybe I don't. Oh gosh, Cade
Just
just
the
kicks
thing
the bucket
downstairs.
away from everyone and just like goes to see if they can fix the hole that Ursulin made and make sure Bethana doesn't want to kill us, or
It's
that we didn't
fine.
kill Bethana. I guess.
No, it hit the wall. She's fine.
Oh, Bethana
Although
stayed
my-
downstairs to work on breakfast.
Yeah, it was more of like, but when she finds out that we just shot a hole into her room or her door, well, she's not gonna be happy with us.
It was my door.
No, it shot through your door into her wall.
Well,
Yeah, that's why
Amiko is still there, and she looks at it
That's my point.
and she just says, "Yeah, I trust that one of you can fix that."
Ursula
I
just looked
use-
very remorseful at Mako, saying, "I didn't know you were involved. If I did, I wouldn't have shot. I'm sorry."
So, Cade's gonna. Can I use prestidigitation to fix that, or
No,
have
it's
mending,
gonna be
so-
mending.
no? Okay, I know mending. I was just unsure if I could stretch that to. I don't have mending. I'm gonna just use a mage hand, and I'm gonna walk over with the mage hand and just plug it. That was my thought.
Just turn to Cade and say, Cade.
I mean, Dino has mending.
No, I know, but I panicked because someone
Right.
asked Cade, so Cade's gonna pretend that they have mending and literally just shove a mage hand's illusionary finger into it and just go, aha.
I'm just gonna
So-
chuckle, move the hand aside, and then cast mending.
Yeah, Dino walks
Sigh
up
of relief.
and moves the mage hand away from the world's smallest glory hole, and then casts
It's gonna be a
mending.
pee-pee hole.
Cast mending to fix that up.
Cade sighs a
Cassius
sigh of
turns
relief
to,
and goes running down the stairs.
Ursula and go, "Look, it's a hole for your secret admirer."
No, I'm dying. Thought we were going to kill him today. Can we go do that, please? I'm tired of the letters. It's creeping me
I
out.
agree with the whole killing him thing. I'm still gonna make fun of you for it.
That's okay, pirate who loves porn.
Damn straight I do. Now shut up.
I mean, as much as I would love to go kill him, we got some planning to do before we kill
Okay.
him.
I'm gonna roll dexterity to see if I trip and bust ass going down the stairs because of the bucket I was kicking that was in my way out of frustration.
Okay,
That is something that happened.
go ahead.
Reflex to see if I
or-
can catch Kate.
In the yeah, you're fine going down the stairs. In the meantime, Dream, any changes to your spells for today?
Let me see. What do I have prepared?
Well, let's see. Yesterday you had you had used. You really hadn't used much yesterday. I think it was just maybe burning hands to help get the bonfire going with all the corpses. And I just
I have
had
my
you.
wand, so I don't think so.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you didn't use any spells yesterday, so yeah, you can just prepare whatever you like, or if you want to prepare something that isn't on your sheet already, just let me know and I'll add it.
Well, I already added 2 spells. One is remove sickness, level 1 spell, which
Yeah,
weakens disease.
yeah, I saw.
The other one's delay disease.
Yeah, I saw the stuff you added. I just didn't know if Rob wanted to do any of that because he's a prepared caster. So I just want to make sure that
How many can I prepare? Is
Spells
it
are in order, so I'm just gonna go downstairs and get something to eat.
you have 4 first level slots and then 3 second level and 2 third level. So that's that's how many you can prepare.
That's what that is. All right.
Oh fuck. I gotta run for a few minutes.
That's fine. So I know that it was mentioned yesterday, or game yesterday, that Edge had proposed the idea of gathering information about the Misgivings before you all head out that way. You don't have to do that, but I'm just bringing
I
it up
think
again.
Kate would know that, right? I mean,
I would be on
technically,
board, yeah.
Yeah, Cade would potentially have some knowledge of it already.
do I
But
have knowledge?
for those of you who are not too versed in the local knowledge of and lore of Sandpoint,
Inflicting language upon.
the other option is you can either you could try and gather information from some of the townsfolk. You could pay visits to the sage or the bookstore or possibly the libraries at
No.
Actually,
Useless information is we've got plenty of information already. We know what we're up against. We know
I have no idea who you did that against, but it's not me.
decently what it's capable of. We know where it is. I want to make battle plans. Like when do we attack? What time of day? If we should attack.
Well, this is going to be like this. This information that I'm talking about is basically going to be like any sort of like lore and extra details about the manor itself. So
That is important.
Yeah, the library that I had mentioned, that's at the House of Bluestones, which none of you have gone into yet. It's run by one of the local monks in town. Okay, so Cade, go ahead and make a local knowledge check, just because you're from here. So
Guidance.
Local knowledge.
Bye.
while this is all going on,
Oh, not the best, not the worst.
Hey,
I
14.
see
doing
Ursula
your
roll too.
local,
Okay.
Local check enough?
Yeah. So
It's above the inflict light wounds
you both
error.
you both succeeded to different degrees on your local knowledge checks. So the first level of information gained. This is what Kate and Ursula would both know. Foxglove Manor is over 80 years old. It has been the seat of the Foxglove family the entire time since it's been built. Some sort of tragedy struck the family a few decades ago, and since then, no one's lived there. Common rumors around town hold that the place is haunted. So there are also a couple more bits of knowledge that just Ursuline knows from her check. The first one is Foxglove Manor is known as the Misgivings by some locals, particularly by anyone who lives in the greater Verizian region. It certainly has a bad reputation. Sightings of strange lights in the attic windows, muffled sounds of screaming from above and below, and even rumors of a huge bat-winged devil living in the caves below the manor are but a few of the tales told about the place. The Foxglove family lived there as recently as 2 decades ago, but then a fire burned down the servants' building. Sorelli Foxglove was found dead, burnt and dashed on the rocks below the cliffs behind the house, and Traver Foxglove was found in his bedroom, dead by his own hand. The children, including young Aldern Foxglove, were sent away to be raised in Corvosa by distant relations. And the last bit of knowledge that you know, Aldern Foxglove recently returned to live in the manor, but he had a hell of a time hiring locals to aid him in the reconstruction and repair of the old building. Until Aldern moved back in, the place was cared for by a man named Rogers Craesby. He was a retired innkeeper who many years ago was in a bar fight and lost an ear. This man came in from Sandpoint 3 days a week to air the place out, check for squatters, and make minor repairs.
One might ask how Erzlin knows all this information. Erzlin listens quite well, but doesn't seem to listen quite well.
Well, I mean, Riddleport is in Verizia as well, so, you know, you may have heard rumors trickle through here and there about the place.
wait, does Ezralin mention that information out loud about the repair person?
Yes, I guess. I mean, the way I would go about it would be to correct Cade's information by adding more information to it.
Well, basically, Edge is going to ask is that if that individual is actually still here or not.
Is he? I don't know. Let me consult the god. Is he? No, I don't know.
Um,
Yeah, I have no idea.
so this will be, we'll file this one under a detail that I forgot to mention last week. So you think back to the battle on the farm. You all recall that the one ghoul, or possibly gas, the one that looked a bit stronger than the rest. After you had killed it, you noticed that particular one was missing an ear.
I mean, to answer your question, yes, he is still in town, but he's not alive.
Damn. Any close relatives? Anybody who would have worked on the building?
I don't know
Um,
this man personally. I just know that he's missing an ear because he's stupid. Van Gogh.
Within the knowledge that you have, basically the things that I just gave you, his both of his parents died before he was sent away, and you only know that he came back to the manor. You don't know about any siblings.
Damn. Well, time to go hunting. Edge, as it is still roughly in the
Not
morning,
so
Edge.
fast.
Well, Edge is going to actually go
Oh, the
do
plan
the morning.
first.
Yeah, Edge turns to him and he says, "Very well. My usual routine starts with me getting
Wait,
up at
like,
8 a.m. to exercises and training. Though normally, if this is the case and we need more information, my plan is to actually route it across the city to see if we could potentially gather information while I do my rest."
Shrug. Do what you want. I'm gonna talk about a plan with the others.
Yeah, so Edge is going to go information gathering while these guys come up with a battle strategy.
Okay.
So trying to get on Edge's good side, Cade's gonna trail after him for a little bit and just give him advice on who to speak to, on who I would think would give him the most help. Just prying a brown nose a little bit, essentially, before going back to do the battle plans. I'm just going, hey, so, buddy, Edge, pal, Father Xantus, we might have pissed off, so you might want to, he might have info, but I would avoid him. I would definitely go check out the other tavern. I would check out, there's this really weird shopkeep that Dream's friends with, but he's got a lot of information. And, like, it's good luck discerning anything Kate's explaining to you.
Edge is listening intently to, he's basically taking the bullet points and ignoring the guff.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Okay, so yeah, just based on those first few names, so Cade would have mentioned the other bigger tavern in town is the White Deer. It's pretty close to where the gate is. They also mention Jubrail, who's at another one of this is a more like seedier bar called the Fat Man's Feedbag. You also mentioned why am I blanking?
Father Xantus.
Father Xantus,
he's
right?
Probably mad at us.
I would imagine you would mention like Broder the Sage.
Yes.
Okay, so
literally anyone, even the market. Also, the market, if that's in effect right now, still, I would tell them to also go talk to the market because all the wandering merchants, and if they have any information.
Yeah, it's early enough that the merchants are still probably getting set up, but they're there.
Okay.
So both of you make a diplomacy check, and we'll do this like an aid another. And
sorry, Edge as well.
Yeah, both of you. Just
yes,
make like one diplomacy check for your rounds, and we'll see if you get any other information. Okay, so 20, 27. All right, so that becomes a 29 thanks to Aid Another. So you do get one extra piece of information that Ursulin didn't have. And it is as follows. Foxglove Manor was... You get this from Brodert, we'll say, because he would know about this. Foxglove Manor was built decades ago by a man named Vorel Foxglove. He was a merchant prince from Magnamar. He and his family lived there for 20 years before the entire family perished from disease. The surviving Foxgloves of Magnamar shunned the place for 40 years until Traver Foxglove moved back in.
Oh. Okay, just in the middle of
the...
explaining all these places, I guess I just have this light bulb moment and start pouring all this information out.
Well, here's a question. Is it ever explained what the disease is?
He just shakes their head vigorously side to side, like, no.
Yeah, Brodert doesn't know the nature of the disease specifically. He says that when he was told about what had gone on there, the person who gave him the information said that the disease was unlike anything that any scholar would know about.
40 years is an awful long time to avoid the building, and even then, why go back?
The other thing is you pick up. This is less like concrete information and more of like a rumor.
Speculation.
Yeah, more like a rumor or speculation. This you get from Jabrail when you go see him. Jabrail merely tells you that he and some of his men that he keeps close by, he's always had a bad feeling that there's been sort of more to the Foxglove Manor and name than just them. He's always believed that there's been some darker workings sort of above them even that have been involved.
They have no... There's no real justification for it. Like no real source that they can claim, as they said. Edge will ask them one question. Is there any... If they were to describe it in like one word, how would they do so?
Describe who these people are that are above? Is that what you want to know?
Yes.
Okay. Jabrail says, all I know based on the rumors that I've heard is that these people are based in Magnamar, and they make sure that they are difficult to find.
Thank you very much for your time. We'll be on our way.
All right.
Right. So then, after
You
Katrina
just
is walking
dragging
in,
Kate around and being like, telling me, like, go where next. That's how I'm interpreting this.
well, he wouldn't be that rude. He would just like... Look, he wouldn't be that rude to say go there now, like unless there was a sense of urgency to it. But considering that,
I meant it more like in the most like you're being respectful, but at the same time as minimal as possible.
Yes,
that's how I'm interpreting it. You're like, okay, don't get caught up in your shenanigans. We're not going to hear and chit chat more. Please go now.
It's more about focusing on the task. Rather than anything else.
That okay, cool. I just want to make sure I'm same page. So yeah, I'm just showing them around and showing them the next people and trying to, for once in my life, focus on the task.
Okay, well, with Edge keeping you on point, it's proves to be fairly easy to stay on your task. You finish making your rounds after a little while, gaining, like I said, all the information that I've just given you. And you come back to the Rusty Dragon. Dino, would you have waited for them to come back before you started discussing plans, or would that be in progress?
I would say be more in progress, because they're not in-depth plans yet, because I know nothing about the building, but my main topic that I want to talk about is How do we get more information about it? Because I'm thinking having Dream have Babu fly around the building for potential exits, entrances, guards, anything.
Okay.
Just
All right.
anything useful.
Okay, so yeah, you speak to everyone else in more of like a general sense. We'll say that Cade and Edge come back, and then you can. I'll let you just run through everything you want to do. So floor is yours. Go ahead. As they walk into the tavern.
Ah, great, you're back. Come over here. Alright, so here's the situation. Know where our enemy is. We have an idea of how capable he is on his own. However, we do not know how many are in there because the barn was infested with at least a dozen of them, so I can imagine the place where the ghast is going to have more.
We could just send me in and load me up with drugs, and then I could just like splash the drugs everywhere, like Dream would.
Too risky. These are undead we're talking about. I mean,
I'd say
not even
that's
sure the effects will
unwise.
work.
I have a hide from the undead potion.
I forget how are they weak against sunlight? Out of character.
You mean like a ball of light?
I'm gonna say
No, like the sun.
Sage about that.
maybe. Probably not.
Like they have a sunlight
That's
weakness.
Kate's area.
Oh, do they have
Maybe.
a sunlight weakness? I don't know. Tim, do they have a sunlight weakness?
Let me look that up for you. I don't think they do.
Based off of what we
were
fought so
fighting
far.
them in the dusk, so the sun was still out by that time. I don't think they
All I
do.
can assume is that they're more active at dusk and night more than they're active during the
Yeah,
day.
because I wouldn't want to be a ghoul caught in the middle of the day, and it's like a raccoon in the middle of the day.
True, this is important because if they're more active during the night, then there's a chance that they all might be at the manor. On the other hand, they're more active at night. So do we strike them?
I must consult the god.
I don't see anything about them being weak to sunlight. Let me just check one more thing though.
Are you good?
They're not nocturnal in any way. Okay, so I'm guessing during a bright day they would also come out for our faces, if that's the case.
If given the option, yes, I think they would.
Either way, but I'm in a bit more of a dilemma. On one hand, I want to strike them now whenever they're not active and they're not out and about. However, there's a chance they might all be there, waiting till night. And something tells me anything more than a dozen is going to be troublesome. But on the other hand, they are more active at night, but it's more likely they'll go out into the fields and hunt whatever they can find. So we either got potentially more enemies, but they're inactive, or less enemies, but they are active.
We need just.
And yeah, they're not particularly weakened by sunlight.
Okay.
Just confirm that.
Alright, because something like daylight, for example, will not work. Alright. Alrighty then, so. Yeah, so Ed just sits down and thinks for a minute. I have two ideas. I don't know if any of them will work. One, potential distraction. If there's anything large enough, any source of food or meat that we can get to get them occupied long enough for us to enter the manor. But I don't think that's a good idea, since I don't know if we'll be able to carry such a large horde of food with us for them, and even then
Or we can
transporting and
just-
maneuvering. Another option, what do we know about the structure of the manor? Is there any blueprints or guides that may have been written for it?
The sheriff's office might have that.
So we just discussing that. There might be blueprints, but I was talking to Dream about having Babu fly over the place.
That would be wise.
I still think that it'd be cool if I just drank my hide from undead potion, slithered my way in, found Foxglove Bitch Boy, and shot him in the face.
Perhaps,
Assuming
but
you-
if things go
Start it is
awry,
not the
you are
greatest
fucked.
idea.
Assuming you can kill him. You barely shot me.
Yes,
I
it
didn't
would be cool.
try to shoot you, I shot the door
Cool.
because you were by it.
Edge, don't taunt. Don't taunt. Don't taunt.
I
I'm
wasn't.
telling
You-
you.
You want me to
He wasn't
I know
taunting.
it.
He was just being sick.
No,
Shoot you. I say as I
Kane,
pull my gun out.
and Cage's
Just
face
call your
palms
gun
and goes,
Snoo
"This
Snoo?
is why I said don't taunt."
Well, like
Oh, it's
out of
beauty.
character.
Out of
He's saying
character,
it very.
I know you're not.
He's very saying it very sternly. Like,
But
it's not about.
but Ursulin's going to take it as a taunt. Is my point.
Yes, Ursuline will.
That is why I face palmed in character, and I was trying to warn you. But Kate's not good at communicating. You'll see this.
Ursuline just aiming her gun. Do you want to see me shoot you?
No.
Just roll my eyes. Urslan, save it for the gas, would you?
Do you want to see
I
me
have enough
shoot
bullets.
you?
At the very
Oh
least,
my
we need
god,
to notify.
Punk.
Am I gonna robot
One
again?
more time. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
You sound
It's
okay
fine.
now, though.
I know. It's just whatever you just said to me,
That's it.
it's better. But whatever you just said to me, I have no idea what it was.
I'm just gonna suggest going to the sheriff's office and actually informing the local law enforcement about this, because if we're messing around with ghouls, they need to be prepared.
We don't need to tell the guards.
Yeah, they
The,
got enough on their plate.
the sheriff knows most of what's going on here already because he was. This all started with some murders around town, and the sheriff was the one that asked all of you to investigate. So you'd only really be filling him in on what you saw at the farm. That's because the last time you spoke with him was before you went there.
Yeah, so Cat's gonna look at him and go, honey, who do you think asked us to do this shit? You think that we're so generous as to do this without any compensation?
I would do it without compensation as long as I get bullets.
Oh,
is that compensation?
You get the cathartic feeling of shooting someone.
Kate kind of looks over and I goes, I think that's compensation. Even if it's not money, it's something. I mean, people get paid with. Oh. Is that why you like those books? Kate just like turns and looks at that.
Oh.
Oh my eyes,
I'll explain that to you
Anyway,
later,
as
Kate.
I was saying, we can't make a solid, definite plan until we know what we're dealing with. So I say,
Agreed.
get close to the manor, not go inside. Have Dream, have Babu fly around it, guards, exits, entrances, anything he can find at a safe distance.
Clarification: this is not the same manor that we already went into once.
I don't think so.
No, it's a different manner.
Yeah, different manner.
That's what I was saying. Okay, I just want to make sure. So Kate got excited for a moment and started pulling out the journal and went, "That's a different building."
Yeah, you've been to the Valdemar Manor, which is still in town.
Okay, wait. Can I roll? This is a knowledge check. Would I be able to tell if they built if the manors? Because obviously the people with the knowledge to build these size buildings, it's not that large. So I would assume that they probably have the same layout or similar layouts, just for structural integrity. But would I actually know that, and would I know if they had a similar layout, and if I could use my knowledge of that manor on this one? Does that make sense?
It makes sense. Roll local.
With guidance.
15.
Can I aid her or no?
Sure. Go ahead.
Well,
So
guidance.
So 17. No,
I'll
you can't.
take it.
You can't guide them both. It's the same check. So 17.
at least with me, she gets a not a 15.
You know that the four manors that were built in Sandpoint by the four founding families, those all have pretty similar designs, layouts. They can all be classified as like the same type of house. So yeah, you'd imagine those are pretty similar.
I'm excited.
The Foxglove Manor being a few hours out of town, probably not the same. You both kind of think, though, I mean, how different could it be?
Okay. So for looking at everyone, I say, I know this might be a reach, but I do have like that old piece of paper that I kind of sketched our way through the old manor. I mean, I assume they couldn't be so different. So at least we have some idea and some basic idea of a layout of where we might want to go. Or at least would know where things are positioned in the house or what floors. Okay, just kind of trails off.
You say keep up, keep. You say keep it. Gotta have
Is
something
skeptical
similar.
of this, but is willing to at least like hear Kate out.
And I just say, well, these are where all the entrances were in the manor. So why don't we try to see if this lines up when we first get in there? And if it does, then we have an idea of where we want to go.
Maybe we should send a scout first to see if the entrances line up.
That's what the owl is for, or if you want to do that,
Like,
you want to take that post.
Because if it's similar
Either
architecturally
way,
and
first
we have
Taboo
rooms in a
can
similar
scout
manner,
the place, and he can fly. Anywho, you all discuss that. Meet me on the edge of town, and I'll
I
see
just
you in a
have a
bit.
ship that I can send in that's a familiar, but not my familiar, so I can't.
As they're doing that, I'm gonna leave and head over to the sheriff's office.
Okay.
Yeah, Edge will follow suit.
All right, so Dino and Edge go to see Sheriff Hemlock, leaving the rest of you to finalize the plans. As the two of you get to the garrison,
A quick conversation with Edge.
yeah, you can talk on the way.
So, Edge, is it?
Yes.
All right,
That was an
Edge.
unformed
Listen,
question.
that whole alarm fiasco. As funny as it is, I do have one request.
Which is?
Don't bother Cade. Can't tell you exactly why, but mornings are rough on her.
She's awake. But consider it.
Everyone else is fair game, just no funny stuff with Cade. Fair enough?
I'll consider it. That's his way of saying yes, basically.
Alright, I'll take it.
Okay. So it's a short walk over to the garrison. You guys walk in. You see Sheriff Hemlock by himself at sort of like the front desk area. He says, if it isn't the town's favorite heroes, what brings you here?
Just a little bit of information about what happened yesterday.
Oh, yes, of course. I'd love to know what you found at the farm.
So, those scarecrows, and didn't put air quotes, aren't actual scarecrows. They're ghouls.
I had a sneaking suspicion that crazed old man was actually right.
And I hate to say it, but the group we fought was 12 of them.
12 of them? That's quite a lot.
There's still more.
Has this happened before in the town? The outlying areas?
Sorry, I didn't catch the very last thing that had been said. I had to pick something up and take my headphones off and do it.
Oh, he said that. Is this something that's happened before in the outlying areas as well? The appearance of ghouls.
He thinks for a moment and he says, "No, the last time we had a spree of murders in town, it wasn't ghouls. It was simply just a man who had gone mad and became a serial killer."
Speaking of which, remember Chupa's dial that I said to recommend check out?
Yeah, that was Chopper's Isle. Sheriff Hemlock answering Edge, he says, that was about was it 5 years ago, or it was either 5 or 25. Let me just double check myself here. Five years ago that this serial killer was active.
Did any of the murders happen around or near the vicinity of the Foxglove Manor?
Sheriff Hemlock thinks it over, sort of just like rifling through all the cases in his head, and he said, "No, they were all right here in town."
Was the perpetrator caught?
All right. So the point is, it's unrelated.
The perpetrator,
Edge, stay focused.
the perpetrator had become obsessed with some sort of bird-like demon that no one dared speak the name of. Eventually, after killing 25 victims, the killer ended up sacrificing himself to this demon.
Now it is.
Remember Chopper's Eye that I told you about? I'm talking to the sheriff.
No.
Yes, of course. Like I said, I sent a couple of my men over there just to check on things
And change of plans. I don't know what the hell I sense, but it's not the ghast. We did not idea where he is, but there's something more important I'd like to tell you.
Okay, well, I'm certainly all ears. What's more important?
Well, as I mentioned before, the ghouls near the barn where we went, there was 12 of them. And I also want to mention there's more. I don't know how many, but enough to say it might be wise to evacuate that area and to double guards around the city. Whatever's causing this, it's spreading fast.
Well, I don't know how much more I can get in terms of reinforcements, but after hearing this, I guess I'll have to try.
All right, good.
And thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, one more thing, actually. Do you know about the structures, the manors that are built with the 4 noble houses? Do you know anything about them?
Well, sure. The 4 noble houses in town, they were constructed by the original settling families here. The Valdemars, who I've heard that he points to Dino, is that you know a bit about their manor already. You've been there. The Scarnettis, the Deverins, and the Kajitsus. They all built their manors, each with their own personal flair, but in terms of layout and structure, they are nearly identical.
Was there any bad blood between the families? Something that went almost too far at any point in the history of the founding of the state?
Well, some of the families have, each of the families has their own ideals, to be sure. Nothing that would have boiled over to something that would be unfixable. But even to this day, we do keep one eye on what the Scarnettis are doing. It's not so much them; it's more the company they surround themselves with that concerns the mayor and I.
Company. What kind of company?
Well, they've been known for being fairly ruthless in their business dealings, and like I said, they have connections with some people that a man like me would not approve of.
Of course, they're nobles. Anyway, you know anything about the Foxglove Manor?
Not the manor itself. I know many of the stories of the family and all the tragic events that have occurred to them. My gosh, when Traver and his wife passed, Sorelli, just that news shook the town, and before we knew it, the children were whisked away to their relatives.
Could the Sororities have had any hand in
That's
it?
about right.
Is there any assumption of foul play?
Well, this occurred before I became the sheriff, but I do remember hearing that some of the guards were deployed there just to check the place out, and what they found was foul play that I think is more than what the Scarnettis are capable of.
So
They found a lot of just horror-inducing things within the manor. The rumors, I believe, are mostly true, that the place is in fact haunted, and the restless spirits of some of the previous men and women who bore the Foxglove name still inhabit the place, and they are rather angry from what I hear.
So it seems.
And with the place having been abandoned, for so long, I would have to imagine that there is quite a bit of decay or mold or even both festering in the depths of the manor.
Sounds about right.
Although all signs point to the manor being sort of a focal point of our investigation here, and I'm sure I don't have to tell either of you this. Just be careful in there. None of us truly know what you're going to face when you walk through the doors.
I was just about to recommend stay away from there because that's where we're heading. And also, as a little reminder, trust your nose, not your eyes. You'll smell these things before you see them.
I'll have some of the guardsmen, or perhaps even I'll do it myself. Someone will be standing watch at the gate to enter the town. Is there a specific time frame where if you all don't return, I should send help, or what would you have me do?
A day, probably. I would imagine. It wouldn't take us that long to be destroyed if we were gone for that long.
Day's fair.
All right.
Say 8 hours. If it takes more than 8 hours, but I'm not there, so I can't say anything.
All right, come on, Edge. You got ghouls and gas to slay.
He just sort of nods his head towards the sheriff and just moves on.
All right, so the two of you leave. Is the plan still to wait at the entrance to town for everyone else, or are you going back to the tavern to grab them?
Probably go back to tavern to grab them. It's stupid to go alone.
I said to meet us at the edge of town.
Oh, right, okay.
I figured they would beat us there, but if they're still at the tavern...
Okay, well, I mean, we'll cut to them now.
Might as well head over there.
So, what the rest of you sitting in the tavern? How long would you have sit in there before heading out, and what would you have done?
I was gonna ask anyone if they want to go to the Sage with me. No, just myself. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go to the Sage.
Don't all speak up at once,
What's
guys.
that again? I'm sorry.
Ursula wants to go to the Sage.
No, I'm asking, what is that again?
That's the magic guy.
Brodert.
Got it.
The guy that knows things.
I will come with you.
All right, so Cat comes along. K Dream, what are you guys doing?
Wait, what's his name? Broder?
Brodert.
Jade's gonna go make sure the puppy is all taken care of and make sure that
Oh, Broder. Okay, he's not an
Fauna
NPC then.
isn't really pissed off about all the stuff. And then before I bring it up to her, immediately realize that Dino already fixed it. So like I can just call Bathana and just go,
Oh, he's
can
got
I
a
have some
cat.
food for the dog? And then try to cover my tracks and then wait for everyone to come back.
Ameko,
What are you doing with my phone?
Ameko holds up a piece of bacon in front of the dog, and the dog just happily accepts it.
He just scarfs it down, and I just kind of look at everyone and say thank you. So yeah, everyone kind of went all different ways, and I forgot to pay attention to where they were going, and I think that when I realized that they were going to Broder, they were already gone, and I'm just gonna wait for everyone to come back, and so at this point I just have like the dog on the floor near me happily, and I'm just spinning in my bar stool.
Okay. Dream, what are you doing?
Are we heading to the manor?
Ursula and Cat went to the Sage. Dino and Edge are waiting at the gate for everybody.
Oh, did they tell us they were waiting at the gate?
Yes, they did.
I'm gonna go.
Dino
Okay,
did,
I
at
was
least.
just thinking, because if they didn't say that,
I'm gonna go wait with them.
All right, so Dream goes and joins Dino and Edge at the gate. Over at the Sage, Ursula and you and Kat enter. Brodert is sitting in his chair reading a book, and he says, "Ah, what a surprise! I like when you folk come to visit. What's on your mind?"
do you now? I have a question. Do you have any hide from the undead kind of stuff? And does undead apply to ghasts and ghouls?
Well, certainly those are undead creatures, all right.
Okay, cool. Do you happen to have anything to help my friends be well hidden?
No, if you're looking for potions and scrolls and things like that, I don't sell those things. I deal in knowledge.
Damn. Okay, well, knowing that, how long would it take for a ghoul to notice me if I had hide undead potion?
Okay, let me look that up.
You go to the stage to ask the DM questions so you're not out of character.
Right.
So realizing that everyone's not coming back, I'm gonna put the dog back into the room after, and ask Mako if she'd like to take him out for a walk. She can, and then stay and scurry. Then I'm gonna scurry off to meet up with Dino and Dream and Edge at the gate.
Okay, so
Their food is expensive.
so the way the potion / spell works is that undead cannot see, hear, or smell any creatures that are warded by the spell, even if they have extraordinary or supernatural senses like blind sense, blind sight, scent, tremor sense. Unintelligent undead are automatically affected and act as though you're not there. Intelligent undead, however, can make a saving throw to perceive that you're there. But even if it fails, if it has reason to believe that unseen enemies are present, being you, it can attempt to find you or hit you.
Okay.
If you...
How long does it last?
This is going... It lasts for 10 minutes.
How many rounds is that?
How many rounds is that? That's 10 minutes. It's 100 rounds. Yeah.
Okay.
Because 1 minute is 10 rounds, so yeah, 100 rounds. If a creature under the effect of the spell attempts to channel positive energy, which you don't do, turn or command undead, which you don't do. If you touch an undead creature or attack anyone, the spell ends.
Okay. I would have to get really lucky with a shot. How does one turn into a ghast?
How does one turn into a ghast?
I'm gonna fill the stage and on how like the head of the Foxglove Manor. What is the name? It starts with an A. Aldern has turned himself into what we believe to be a ghast, and I'm gonna show him all the letters he's been sending me.
He looks over the letters and he thinks about his knowledge of the situation and ghoul versus ghast, and he says, well, a ghast is merely a rather hardy ghoul. Really, it depends on how strong your body is when you die of ghoul fever. Some of the more weaker people just become regular ghouls, whereas if someone stronger were to succumb to ghoul fever, they would become a ghast instead.
Okay. In your knowledge, has there ever been a good ghast?
No, not to my knowledge.
Why are you asking that?
No reason.
Wait, what? Sorry, you actually cut out what?
She said no reason.
I said, no reason.
Are you trying to see if you could admit... Wait, hold on. I just gotta know. Are you flattered, or is this a scheme?
A scheme?
You sound unsure about this.
A little bit of both. Hey, if I
You
could
know
be
what?
and
Cash is gonna
get
sit
some,
there
like,
and be like...
benefits and shit, like, that'd be cool.
Cash is gonna look at her and go...
Doing that and then
Men are shit.
No, I want a burger.
Love is a lie. Kill the bastard.
Ursula trying to find out if there's like a Dampier adjacent race for ghouls.
Pretty much. I got to be one with my lover.
Trying to have half ghoul babies.
Yeah. But yeah, Cash is gonna look at her and go, men are idiots. Love is a lie.
Why do you read all those books? Is it not because you're missing something in your life?
It's because it's fiction!
Based on reality.
I also get to read about this thing called science and flying machines. Those don't exist. It's called fiction.
It could in the future. You never know.
And maybe one day there'll be no more magic in the world.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's why guns are a thing now. That's why I'm trying to franchise out and get guns associated in this world.
Broderick cuts in and he says, "A world without magic sounds horrible."
What about a world with magical guns?
Well, I've never been to Numeria, but I've heard that such a thing exists out there.
There's a place that exists with that?
Oh yes.
I'm gonna start writing. Arizona pulls out a piece of paper and writes down Numeria and be like, places to go, and Riddle ports at the top.
Numeria is full of future technology.
I turned to Cat with big eyes. Was like, we're going there eventually.
Cat's actually down for this. Like, all right.
Now.
Maybe I could see what.
Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Like, all right, maybe I could see like what new shipping technology they have. But the point being, love is a lie. Sex is a means to get what you want.
But, like, what if I half school, a quarter elf, wing baby?
It would be half and half.
No, because I'm half elf.
I mean,
I don't. What is my other half? Human? Yeah.
Human, yeah.
Yeah, quarter elf, quarter human, half ghoul. Baby.
I mean, sex is also for babies. I guess people want that for some reason. I don't get it.
I kind of just want a pet.
You're not lying, you know it. Oh.
There's a reveal she wants the kid for a pet.
Brodert sort of looks on in like confusion, and he says, These subjects are not anything that I can help you with. If
I know we kind of derailed in here. I'm sorry, Brodert.
I'm sorry, Broder. I worry about Ursulin's well-being and her making stupid decisions.
You must be constantly bedridden with worry, then.
No, I constantly want to punch you with worry. There's a difference.
You can't punch me with worry. You can punch
That's
me with
what you
worry
think.
some.
Yeah, not with that attitude.
Determination and strength. She could punch me with worry.
Yeah, that's right. Follow the Dino school of believing in yourself, and you'll achieve great things.
Go past what was perceived to be limitations.
Beyond plus ultra.
Broder at this point has just gone back to his book. He's either just waiting for you to say anything else that he can answer, or just to see yourselves out.
Do you think there's any way to persuade Albert?
Albert? No, Aldern.
Sorry, Aldern. Hey, listen. Anyone convince Aldern to not be a creep? You must know him. You've been around. You know he came back after whatever.
Well, it seems like this man is deeply suffering from many different things, and he really seems focused on you and the things that you're doing. Without meeting this man or knowing anything about him, I can't really say, but most ghouls and ghasts and undead of that nature are typically not wanting to be convinced to stray from what they're doing.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I thought you were getting the family meal one.
I changed it because there's no fries.
Oh my god, just get an extra fry then.
Brodert looks back down at his book and says, well, good luck out there. If you need anything else, I'll be sitting here.
Okay. Thank you, Brodert.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Broder. Sorry for the rant.
All right, so the two of you then, unless you have anything else you want to do, you head over to the gate where everyone else, except for Cade, is still in the Rusty Dragon by themselves.
Cade's gonna. So in this time, I've realized we've been waiting for them. I realized that, and I turned to Mika and I go, "They're not gonna come back for me, are they?"
Can I roll to remember Cade?
Same.
I'll just roll a flat d20.
Roll intelligence.
Hold on.
That's both crit fail.
Ameko is looking at Cade like, yeah, I don't think so. What's that guy's name? Dino? He clearly said he was going to be waiting for the gate. Yeah, Kat knows right away that Cade isn't there.
Yeah, but I'm still having this conversation. So as you guys are running back, I've already started to get myself together to put the dog away and like go meet them at the gate. So hopefully, because there might be the transient moment where no one knows where Cade is, but Cade's just going to the gate. But then they get to the gate before Cade does.
Alright, so while that's happening, Kat's gonna go, crap! We forgot Cade! You guys stay here, I'll run and go get her. And Kat runs back to the...
I mean, we didn't forget Cade. We told y'all to come to the edge of town whenever y'all are ready.
Kat doesn't hear this, she's already gone.
Hey, didn't remember that. I mean, I turned to Dino and I'd be like, you really think that Cade would remember that?
confidence that she can remember something from 5 minutes ago.
To be fair, I thought or something. Tat, we're gonna come back to the inn and we're gonna go to the gate together. I knew we were going to the gate. Damn it.
You should have just come with us to the stage. That way you would never be forgotten.
Yeah, I realize that now.
So Cat gets Cade. Cat finally gets the Cade. And it's like, come on, we gotta go. You okay?
Yeah, I just thought yeah. Kay's just disappointed in themselves.
Why are you disappointed? You're fine.
Why didn't I come with you? Why didn't I pay attention to you guys saying you were leaving? Why do I do this every time? Dino's gonna be pissed.
A, who cares about Dino? He'll survive. B, it's okay. Come on, let's go. How's the puppy?
Oh, well, that's
Puppy's
why
good.
I share
Puppy
with
got
the
bacon.
fact that I talked to the sage about anything ghoul related and gas related, and I relay all the information that Bowden told me.
That's actually very helpful.
It says 10:11 to 10:21 p.m. To wait an hour for fast food because you want fast food.
F in the chat.
Well, I'm not driving because we're in D&D and he wants food, so.
No, I understand what's going on. Okay.
We're not going to talk about the fact that I called him Bodert.
No.
No.
Okay.
No, we're gonna ignore that because I didn't even hear it. I didn't even hear it at the time.
I mean, I also called the other dude Albert.
Well, yeah, I didn't ignore that because that was really funny.
I'm not gonna lie to you. My cousins called me Albert for a year and a half when I was growing up. So when you said that, I almost responded.
That's.
I just want to. I'm running with the fact that not in character. I can't remember these names, so me in character can't remember these names.
It works. It fits Ursuline.
I mean, Davrin is Dave, and
Dave.
It's just Albert. I'm just gonna say, I know you're upset.
All right, so at this point, all of you are together at the north gate of Sandpoint. Is there anything else you want to do before you head out?
So we're all healed up. We have all of our spells.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of you are missing a couple of hit points.
I'm missing one.
Yeah, but for the most part, yeah, you're all ready to go in terms of health.
I also have a scroll of protection from evil. Ooh, look at me go. Double down.
Alright. So then I'm gonna uncheck all my spells. And I'm ready to go.
All right. So the journey takes about 3 hours to get to the manor. You pass by the farmlands. You pass along the edge of the forest. Let me just roll something real quick. Okay. No random encounters on the way.
Oh, bump.
You all get there safely, and you come to this area over here. Let me drop you all on the map.
Okay. Wait, where the come?
Why does it do that with Edge? Why does it make him smaller? I don't get it.
It's just secretly a halfling.
I just love that
Yes, on stilts.
Tristan's avatar is still the bear.
Oh, the honey badger from Honey Heist.
Yeah,
One shot. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, do you have
Makes
wild
me
shape?
so happy.
I do, actually.
See?
Wait,
There
didn't the honey badger not make it out of the bear mission? I thought he was
No,
the
the
only
honey
one
badger
behind.
made it.
Honey badger made it. Yeah.
I didn't.
Did everyone else not make it? Because I was the driver.
Only
I thought I made it.
I didn't make it. I was the only one who didn't make it.
You gave in to the honey.
Yeah, I gave it to
Dream
the
youth
honey.
clone.
Okay, I think that's everybody. Yep.
Do you know when you said I think that's everybody, my brain panicked and I went, oh shit, I didn't roll initiative.
No, not that. All right. So I've got some music that I have to queue up if my computer would cooperate. All right, here we go.
My name backwards on Discord is Amuka.
My Discat.
Discant, yeah. I am the embodiment of dyslexia, and that's okay.
I completely understand.
So, you arrive at the manor, at the front of the manor. You see that the land over here sort of ends in some dark colored rock that forms a cliff that drops down to the sea where the Varisian Gulf is. You hear the sounds of the ocean roaring hundreds of feet below you as there are some wild seagulls that are flying around in that area. As the closer you get, it almost seems as if the nature in the area has become sort of like sick and twisted. You see a lot more like nettles and thorns. None of the trees have any leaves on them. A lot of their branches are bent in strange ways that really seem unnatural. Even though it is the fall right now, the wind seems unnaturally cold. The path slowly rises as it bends around a steep corner in the cliffs, and then you see the manor now coming into full view as you get around that corner.
I can't see it past these rocks. Is this like really tall rocks or something?
Hold on, let me.
I just wanted to see like with the lighting because like the lighting is so weird because it looks like they're just rocks, but they're really tall rocks apparently.
They are, yes. The rocks are taller there.
That's what I was just messing around with the token for. And I can't see past the tree either because it's just a big star on the map.
You take a look at the manor itself, and the roof is sagging in many places. Some of the outer walls look like they're. I mean, it's hard to tell from a distance the distance that you're at, but the outer walls look like they're caked with like mold or mildew. There are vines that look very sickly that are sort of wrapped around the house in several places. The house itself even looks to be a little bit crooked and angled. And it's almost if the house itself wants to leap off the cliff.
Oh man, they really should have killed
balance will do that.
So from a scale of Beauty and the Beast to the house on Haunted Hill, how dilapidated does this house look?
It's probably worse than House on Haunted Hill, to be honest.
Yeah, I would say it's at least that bad.
Okay.
To your right, from where you're all standing, you look and you see some strange looking. You see some strange and sort of sickly looking ravens that are perched on top of these foundation stones here. They don't seem to pay you any mind just yet.
Where I stand, can I try to figure out what's wrong?
With the ravens, or with the whole place, or with the ravens?
I know nothing about architecture, but I know a lot about ravens.
Sure. Go ahead and roll nature.
Spiders. 16.
16. These don't look like any ravens you've seen before. Like in a bad way. They almost. It's a little hard to tell from how far away you're standing. You're a good 30 feet away from the closest one. But they almost look undead to you.
Can Edge cast Detect Evil in the vicinity? There are two key points that he wants to pay attention to. One of the ravens that Dino mentioned, and the other is towards the house itself.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and click spell. So 60-foot cone. All right. So from your current position, you can certainly examine the ravens. You'd have to get closer to the house, but we can get there. The ravens, I think they do hit on your spell. Let me get their sheet open just to confirm, but I'm almost positive that they will hit with your spell. Also, since I saw your message, Cade, roll perception.
Spiders.
Cade's further away than next to you. So.
Ow.
Yeah, no, I was standing farther back. Wait, what am I rolling? I just
perception. Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I was about to say that you were rolling guidance. I'm sorry, Tim.
No problem. Okay, so almost immediately after you cast your Detect Evil, you do sense an evil presence coming from within the ravens. Each one has its own sort of evil that you're picking up on. You can tell that these four ravens by themselves are not very strong, but all the same, they are of evil alignment.
Origin, thank you.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Edge will just turn to the party, looking at the ravens and Dino, and basically say, "We're being watched."
As unnatural as they seem, don't mess with them too much. Because the main thing about ravens is that if they detect intruders, they will screech and fly away. Last thing we want right now.
Make friends with birds.
All right, so Cade implants the levitate trick on themselves and the spectral smoke trick on Cat. Okay, and the perception check. You look around where you are. You don't see any bats or rats nearby.
With that information, Cade just kind of shrugs to themselves and tries to catch up.
Okay. So you do so, and there we go. Roll20 is chugging a bit for me tonight. Okay. The other thing of note in this area where the ravens are, you can sort of plainly see mixed in with the foundation stones here are some bits of what look like charred wood and a little bit of other debris. And then thinking back to some of the knowledge that you've gained before coming here, you can all sort of make an educated guess that this might have been the servants' quarters that were burned down years ago.
Kat is going to cast Detect Magic to see if there are any wards on the entrances. Or not,
To the actual manor?
not cast Detect Magic. Can I roll Detect Magic? Do I have Detect Magic? I thought I did.
You have... I think you do.
I do! Can cast Detect Magic. Okay.
Alright, so Detect Magic. Alright, and you're casting this, like, on the manor itself?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see. You have to get closer.
I'll just swoop.
Okay, yeah, you don't have to get that close, but that's fine. So
Halfway, maybe.
you do detect a magical aura about the manor. There seems to be multiple, but the one that you you believe to be the manor's aura is overwhelming the others.
Okay.
And it is a pretty strong necromancy aura about the place.
Okay. Do I detect any wards on the entrances or anything? Like, is there anything magical blocking the entrance, or is my roll not good enough?
Go ahead and roll perception.
Okay. I know shit.
Yeah, you don't notice anything specific from inside.
I'm just gonna motion K to get over here.
Oh, literally everyone. The way my screen was, I literally had everyone's faces like on top of that part. I didn't realize I wasn't next to you. So, Kate's gonna try to quietly, like stealthily, move up towards Dino.
Did I say Cade?
Yeah.
God damn it! I meant to say Cat. Cade, get back.
Kate just sheepishly walked away.
Cat, get over here.
Why are there two dreams on the map?
That's what I said. Like dream use clone.
Yeah, I didn't catch that for a while.
Yeah.
But all the same, Kat, when you approach, you see two sets of double doors that appear to be the entrances to the manor itself. Painting them now. But yeah, there is the northern and southern entrance to the manor.
No, we have some. Okay.
I'm just assuming Cat's not paying attention. Cat.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, I was digesting some information. Okay. So Kat's going to go back and give everybody the information that she's gathered.
All right.
So
that's great. Remember the plan. Abu's supposed to fly around and give us a bird's eye view of the place.
All right, so
Cade just kind of quietly points at the birds that are already watching us, and it goes, "Well, it's not like they don't know we're already here."
Yes, but we don't know why we're here. That's equally as important.
Just don't bother them, and hopefully they don't screech. Last thing we want is our cover blown. Dream, have Babu fly around, would you?
Yep.
All right. So
Yeah, I'll send Babu around the thing.
Okay. Babu goes ahead and kind of circles the place. He sees the same entrances that Kat saw. There are no other doors that act as entry points around this part of the manor. Any other way in is through a window. The windows themselves are kind of they're a bit thicker than average, and they are pretty encrusted with like grime and other gook and dirt and just signs of abandonment. Um, he does spot a well on sort of the side of the house by the cliff's edge here. No real insight as to where that goes or how far down it goes. But he flies back and seems to indicate that at least on the outside the coast appears to be clear, and then points out the same doors that Cat found.
Seems to be the best we're gonna get. All right. Question is, do we go to the front or to the back?
The back would be preferable, although Ed looks for Raidens looks back. There's not much we can really do about those things, is there? Let's try to keep to ourselves and casually make our way back. I feel like this is going to be a pointless effort, but Edge will try to roll for stealth, even though I'm pretty sure it's not going to do.
Before you do, get over here so I can cast guidance. You're gonna need it more than anyone else.
That's true. Edge will get behind you, stay close to the tree, as though to some menial cover at least.
May the power of nature be with you.
Okay.
Guidance.
Pressing stealth now, but a -6.
So that's a 10 total.
I mean, we've done worse.
Yeah.
Okay, 18.
Damn it, Chomper.
Oh god. Yeah, Chomper is like stepping on all kinds of twigs and branches, breaking everything. So if anything is immediately on the other side of these doors, it knows you're coming.
Well, that's why we're going to the back entrance. So.
Well, there is no back door. It's just there's a bunch of windows that you could try to break, but many of them are sorry, I left this part out. Many of them are dangerously close to the cliff's edge. There's maybe only like one or two that you could feasibly break in without being at a real risk of falling.
I'm not playing with that. Let's just go through the front entrance. Everyone, stay close. Cautious.
All right. Can I get a marching order?
All right. So Kate's gonna offer to stay all the way in the back to watch the back for making sure nothing comes up behind us.
Okay.
And try to do so quietly. Hey.
Maybe with that stealth roll, you should be in the front.
Who, me? Probably.
Well.
No,
I'm deciding
definitely
whether
not
or
you.
not I want to chug my hide from the undead potion now, because I don't know how long it's gonna take.
It's since it's a potion, it's instant when you finish it.
No, I mean
so.
how long it's gonna take inside.
Oh.
Man, I'm gonna chug it.
All right, so for the next 10 minutes, you are hidden from undead. All right.
As soon as I step forward, I step on a twig and I go,
So-
fuck it, and I take the potion.
So far we've got Cade in the back, Edge in the middle.
I'll be between Edge and Cade.
All right. Everyone else, Dream, Dino, Cut.
Chomper will go second.
Cat's gonna go somewhere in the middle.
So I believe the order is Dream.
Yeah, that puts Dream in the front then. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of like in a diagonal.
Oh, Dream, now's your time to shine.
All right, Dream, you're leading the charge now. You've been volunteered as tribute. Which set of doors do you want to inspect first?
The front doors.
Right. Well, there's two sets. There's one to like the north, like the northeast a little bit, and then one to the south.
Northeast.
All right. So you head over there first. With Babu. A quick look at the door indicates that it is locked.
Iceland, we got a locked door over here for you.
Oh yeah. Did you say Iceland? He just called me Iceland.
Great country.
Ursuline. Why did I say Iceland?
Because you said Iceland.
No, he said it properly.
I did not hear it properly, but okay.
If our adventuring's ever taught me anything, it's that if something's locked, it's useful.
Are you calling me it?
No, I'm saying that if a door is locked,
unlock
it's
it? If not, I'll shoot it.
You don't, but you remember that you have a key.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Dream, now's your time to shine.
Well, no, Ursuline has the key now, but
Mitri, now's your one moment.
I'm gonna put you over here since you're working on the door. So you've got the key, and you're gonna open that door, or you want to open the other door? Your choice.
Oh, what are the two doors? Ping them, please.
There's one is right in front of you here, and then another one here.
Which one was warded? Was one or both of them? Was it one or both of them? Sorry.
You didn't detect any of them as being warded.
I don't know. I'll take a vote. This door or the other door?
Well, you guys already all came over here, so I mean, up to you. But
Top door. But in doubt, left.
I don't think there's a left here. There's kind of like an up and a down.
From my perspective, this up is left.
Okay. So Dino votes for the door that everyone's standing in front of.
I agree.
Now better now than never.
Yes, from Dino's perspective, left, right.
Yeah,
four,
that's the thing.
Left.
Yeah, it's true. I guess from the direction that you were coming in, then yeah, that would be.
Turn our tokens like this.
That would be left. All right. So,
Yeah.
Ursuline, you pop open the door with the key that you have.
Oh shit, it's a piano.
You see before you an oak-paneled chamber that must have once been breathtaking, but it's a sad sight now. The floorboards are warped with moisture, and the paneling is scratched and spotted with mold. A grand piano, its surface splotchy and keys warped, leans tiredly in the southeast corner.
I'm gonna take my position back here.
That's fine.
And I leave Kareem to it.
You get to detect magic on that piano. Don't trust it.
Well, the detect magic spell that Cat cast would have worn off by now. But you can, without a detect magic, you can go ahead and roll perception. You can roll perception.
Oh shit! Guidance. I can never forget guidance. Hands down the best spell in the game.
Probably the best cantrip in the game, yeah.
Guidance.
I mean, you don't have to roll guidance. I know what it does. You can roll
No,
a
for
check.
some reason I clicked it.
Oh.
23.
All right. You hear some very faint music coming from the piano.
Nice. Music. I mean, the piano is playing music.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very nice though. It sounds very discordant and off key and just not pleasant.
So the point is, the piano. There's not a person is playing music.
Right.
Dream, do something.
Detect magic on the piano.
Okay.
There we go.
So you concentrate on extending sort of an aura out to detect any magic in the room. There is a magical presence coming from the piano.
Can I tell what type of magic, or have a sense of like whose magic?
Waiting a bit longer, it does seem like there is some sort of necromancy involved in the piano.
So, is it a ghost playing the piano, or is like the piano enchanted to play?
That specific you wouldn't know from detect magic.
Can I do a perception check? Would that help me figure that out?
Sure.
Guidance.
You're not touching her. 19.
Am I?
You hear the music too. The same music that Dino hears. You don't see anybody sitting at the piano. But like I told Dino, it is playing.
So I know the piano's playing. I don't see anybody playing the piano, and I know it's necromancy that is making the piano play. But I don't know if that necromancy is
You don't know
a
exactly.
weird enchantment,
Yeah.
or if it's like a ghost doing it.
Yeah, you don't know the exact nature of how it's manifesting, but
Got it. Okay.
you do know that that's generally what's involved here.
Alright, so it's a necromancy type spell. And all I know about necromancy is about bringing things to life.
Well, okay.
So, Edge, Dream.
Yeah, Edge
Me.
is going to actually get a little closer. And again, I apologize for this because I'm basically doing the same thing everybody else has been. But yeah, he's going to again once more detect evil.
Irons.
Like, can he detect whether or not it is an actual spirit that is malicious that is causing these sort of telekinetic events happening, or is it, some other type of mechanical spell? I guess.
Let's see
Here we go.
here.
The piano evil.
Okay, so let's see.
Isn't really a roll, but
you do as you project your detect evil cone. You do detect an evil presence about the piano. As far as the number of auras, there is one aura for the piano itself. And there is another aura present, but you're not quite sure what it is. The piano is the more powerful of... Actually, no, I'm sorry. The other presence is a bit more powerful than the piano itself. As far as the location, it's like right at the keys.
the more powerful presence.
Yeah. There's the piano, and then the other presence is right at the keys.
Right, so then Edge will very carefully sort of shift forward, turn towards the party, and say, he'll basically just sort of make a firm sort of. He'll reach for his great sword, get ready to go into combat stance, and basically say, "There." He points as well over to the piano and says, there is a presence. It's not. This is not arcane. Something is playing that piano. Ian, your go.
Like battle formation, Edge in the front, me and Chum right behind you, then Dream, and then our three range fighters.
Mm.
Dream to the front, not Dream. Edge to the front.
So is I because the way the building's lit and from the angle that I'm at, being back here, is it all inside lit up?
It it is now that the doors are open. All of the natural light is kind of flooding in.
Okay, but so the place where the natural light isn't hitting isn't a light. So I'm
Well,
going.
I mean, yeah, there's like a little bit of natural light coming in through the windows, like I said, that are very much sort of coated in this grime and other just dirt and other unclean looking stuff on the window. But
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I'm gonna cast light on my scimitar, and then we're all gonna rush this piano.
all right. So then, yeah, with the doors open again, it is a bit more light in here.
Charge.
Okay, so Cade cast dancing lights.
Yeah, that's
so
why I was asking. So everyone, so not Dino and not Ursuline and not me, but the other four all have a light with them.
all right. Well, let's see. Yeah, Dino is light on his scimitar.
I have
You
my
have
eyes.
up to 4 lights. So
I have dark vision as well. Last I checked.
yeah, you've got dark vision.
So then it would go to Ursuline, Dream, Cat, and I guess the other one would go in between Chomper. It would go to Chomper.
Alright, so everyone gets a little torch to indicate that they have light. Alright.
Charge.
So, Edge, as you lead the way in, what would you like to do?
Alright, Edge will move in much more carefully and closer to the structure. Like as I move towards the piano, it definitely feels like haunted, right?
Yeah, and as you get a little bit closer, the music that it's playing gets just loud enough that now everyone who is inside the room can hear it just barely without having to make a check.
All right. And okay, so we know this thing is evil. We know this thing is basically a spirit. I think the only thing to do about it now is to basically dispel it and send it back to the oblivion.
Oh,
Let
do you
me
have
just
to
double check.
spell?
I don't think that's. I don't think any of us do have it. Do we? I don't think that would even
Probably
work.
not.
Dream has dispel magic.
Yeah, but do we really want to use it on the piano?
That's.
I mean,
well,
yeah, it is a
it's-
it is a third level spell slot. Just keep in mind.
Nah, let's just crucify this thing with good old metallic weaponry.
Hold on. First things first. I think probably. I forget. Like, cause I've.
It's only once per day.
Actually, no, not for me, but. Anyways. So yeah, I will. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, I'm going full ham. I'm going to add smite, evil, and I will strike this creature down.
All right, so you move to within range. You go ahead and attempt to smite the piano. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Roll for attack. 1 sec.
The power of nature compels you.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So here's what happens. Edge, you you swing down your great sword at the piano. As you make contact, you contact sort of the edge of the upper part.
The keys.
Not the keys itself, just the
Okay.
edge. So, but your blade then, upon contact, gets a little bit deflected and then hits the keys. As this happens, the music that is coming from the piano erupts and becomes much louder. The song itself that it's playing, it actually sounds kind of catchy, but again, it's very discordant and sounds like it was someone tried to play in like multiple minor keys at the same time, and it just doesn't sound right. As your greatsword blade hits the keys, it impacts, it deals the damage, and Dino's scimitar does as well. But when the music becomes extremely loud, you are swept up in sort of a sensation of dancing, where everyone else can see that you are doing a lot of rapidly increasing like spins and like pirouettes, and you're leaping across the room in the arms of a seemingly invisible dance partner. You, however, you see who you are dancing with. You see a young woman who is really very beautiful. She dark hair, brown eyes, very very pretty face, full figure, and she continues to lead you in this dance as you are spinning around. This lasts for up to 6 rounds. In order to stop this from happening, go ahead and make a will save.
Wait, hold on a second. So smite didn't work? Because it should have at the very least, like, it's an undead creature, isn't it?
I'm gonna get to that. Don't worry.
All right, fine.
This is just an effect of hitting the piano.
Okay, so
on the
will,
keys.
right?
Yes, will save. Okay, so 13 is a failure. So you continue to dance, and you notice that as the dance continues, the beauty on her face is beginning to fade a little bit. Go ahead and make another will save.
Give him guidance. It works on saving throws. And it wouldn't help anyway.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made the first one a success either. So again, you continue to dance and spin. You take you're caught by something that you look down just below her face. You look at her neck, and you notice that there is her neck is beginning to darken into an angry looking blue and black looking bruise like all across her neck. Go ahead and make another will save.
Power of nature compels you with guidance.
Okay.
There you go.
So that's a success. At this point, you see a bunch of effects occur all at once to this this woman who's dancing with you. You see her eyes begin to bulge. They start to water. Her mouth is getting all twisted in pain. Her tongue is coming out of her mouth as if even though you're dancing with her, it looks like something else is strangling her.
Can I? Okay, because I'm dancing with this creature hand in hand, correct? So it's got me and I got her.
Yeah, you're dancing in perfect sync.
Can I cast Lay on Hands?
Certainly, yeah.
I cast Lay on Hands on the ghost.
Okay. You cast Lay on Hands. The rest of the party, you see Edge's hands radiate with divine energy. Even though he's seemingly touching nothing. as you sort of pulse your divine energy into the woman who's dancing with you, she crumbles away into rot in your arms. By the time at this point the dance ends, you turn to look at Dino, and there was a sort of a almost like a bit of a time dilation that occurred there, where you feel like you've been dancing for all this time, but you've just seen Dino's scimitar strike, and actually you also see just behind you the light from your smite combined with Dino's attack have destroyed the piano now. As a result of the dance, you have taken 2 points of strength damage.
Wait, 2 points of strength damage. So it's just like 2
Strength
points.
goes down by 2.
Yeah, it's a temporary loss of 2 to your strength score.
Crap.
Okay, so it's possible we're dealing things that will do stuff like that. Well, for me, I brought the right spell, but I'll be using it in an emergency.
Oh yeah, you do have lesser restoration. I remember that now. Okay.
Very important.
So, with the piano destroyed, the music, of course, is no longer playing. The rest of the room looks relatively clear. You see 2 doors in this room. There's one directly in front of Dino, a bit further to the east, and one that leads to the south.
One to the east and one to the south.
I'm gonna ask Edge to investigate the door to the south. Me and Chump will investigate the door to the east.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
Who sent Jumper?
I feel like it's wise not for us to split up, but yes, don't split up.
We're not. We're just investigating 2 doors.
Yeah, we're staying in line of sight of each other, so... But I say that, if anything, since both Edge and I have dark vision, depending on what's on the other side of these doors, Edge will check one and I'll go with Dino to the other.
Yes, Kate can use her eyesight to see what's on the other side of the door, and Chumper will use his nose to find what's on the opposite side of the door.
Chopper detects something on the other side of the door.
All right, now, buddy, is it mold or is it a living thing?
He says it's a living thing.
Motion to the others. Guys, there's something on the other side of this door. It's alive.
Edge will stand by them as well and say, better to deal with that first than to go.
Alright, once again, everyone, battle stance.
As far as the door to the south, Edge, go ahead and roll perception.
Oh, Edge? Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, just because you were checking the other door.
Okay,
sorry.
torch.
Where is it? Okay. Oh, come on!
Yeah, you don't hear anything on the other side of the door.
It's
On
like
the door
it's
that Dino's.
quiet.
Oh well, no. That was for the door you were checking initially. If you wanna if you wanna check the other door, you can roll again.
Okay, yeah.
Guidance. The power of nature will aid your eyes. There you go.
24. 24. So you hear the sounds of it sounds like some kind of rodent, something that's like chittering, but it sounds like it's in a lot of pain, whatever it is.
Can I tell
Chittering.
this?
It's like an insect?
No, like a rodent of some kind.
Oh.
So
I'll
I
wait for the other.
apologize, but I have to go on a rescue mission. So I gotta head out.
Rescue mission?
My mother-in-law's trapped at work.
Oh shit. All right. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go for much longer anyway, but that's fine. Go ahead and take care of that.
Sorry, guys. Have a good night.
Later.
Alright.
All right.
Alright then. So yeah, Edge is gonna hail in the other party members and call them into the building.
All right.
So, do you tell us that you hear what you hear?
Yes.
So, does Cade? So Cade's gonna just start talking to the door in what no one else can discern as any understandable language. I assume it. Pretty much just ask the rodent, "Is it okay?"
Oh, you're using like your vermin commune ability. I forget the exact name of it, but
Vampire empathy.
yeah, that. Okay, so yeah, vampiric empathy. Okay, so you can communicate with bats, rats, and wolves. Yeah, speak with animals. All right. You speak to the creature on the other side of the door. It tells you that it can't see, and it is suffering from some kind of sickness.
I ask it if I open this door to try to help it, will it attack me? Can it control itself?
It can't guarantee that, but it does indicate to you that it would like to be put out of its misery.
Oh, I can do that. Can
So
I do that? Can I do it? I still have that dagger.
So I'm gonna turn to everyone and just kind of shrug and say, so, from what I understand, it's some type of rodent creature. It definitely is probably infected by that ghoul fever, and it just kind of wants to die a painless death. So whoever goes through that door, please don't be cruel.
On it.
All right, Edge,
Ed-
you and me again.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Edge.
Ow.
And, yeah, going through the door very
Alright.
carefully.
Okay, let me move this out of the way. All right, you open the door. You see you're inside of a simple washroom. There is an ancient-looking metal tub standing to the north, where you see this diseased-looking rat sort of struggling to.
It's a rat?
Trying to climb out of it. Yes, it's a rat.
We're killing a rat?
The rat can only get as high as there's sort of a ring of mildew that is kind of like crusting the inner surface of the tub. And once it gets that high, it slides back down to the bottom.
Oh, we're helping a rat or killing it? I'm so confused.
Helping it by letting it die.
Helping it by killing it, it seems.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Before we do the pity strike, I just ask and I go, are there things here? Are there large things living here? Or have you been in this building alone?
The rat,
like I'm consequencing inside.
The rat tells you that again that it can't see, but it knows that there are other presences in here.
Okay, I was gonna if it could hear. Okay, so yeah, Cade's gonna flare it so it's blinded and
oh, it's already blind.
I can't see.
It's already blind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Edge will just do one quick guillotine strike just to put it out of its misery.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Damn it.
You know how there's different levels of blindness, though? So my brain was thinking that it would just flash out its entire vision, so it wouldn't know what
It's
direction.
a rat. Why are you guys going at it like this is a big thing?
Because I can talk
kill
to
it. We're trying to put it down as easily as possible.
So
no, it's a tiny rat.
Edge and Dino swing their respective blades in unison. However, Edge is faster and kills the rat first.
Damn it.
This isn't a competition.
Cade's gonna look annoyed at Ursula and go, I show compassion to things that actually give me information. And it tried not to attack us. And to be fair, I didn't know if it was a tiny little rat or some fucking mutated shithole.
I'm just gonna walk over to Kane and be like, I give you compassion, can I kill you?
No.
Doing this, I'm just gonna have Chomper. All right, Chomper, use your sensibility.
If I can. Cade just starts trailing off.
Chomper looks back
Boys,
at you
there's another
and
door.
says that he doesn't know of anything that's beyond this door.
My brother
Okay.
found an Illuminati nugget.
So,
It's
at the very least, if there's anything beyond this door, it doesn't have a scent. So be wary.
found an Illuminati nugget.
Alright, go, Edge. I'm right behind you.
Yep. Edge very
Oh.
carefully open the door.
All right, the door opens and you find yourself in a narrow hallway. There is a door to your east, and then the other door is the end of the hallway. This one here, you seem to think brings you back into the ballroom.
The entrance, yes.
Again, and there's another door to the south.
Edge will check the door nearest to him. Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, go for
or
it.
Is Chomper
Use your sensibility, Chomper.
Oh.
I feel like I should be helping with
He's
these.
just gonna see if he smells anything. You also use perception.
Chomper does not detect any creatures beyond that door, and you don't either. You don't.
That means there's nothing there.
You don't hear
Oh
any.
my god, a spicy nugget.
You don't hear any noises or detect any.
Can I perception the store here after they're done?
Yeah.
Edge will very carefully open it then. Just because it's empty doesn't necessarily mean it's not without prizes.
Okay.
So Edge will open the door to the right, see what's inside.
All right.
At the very least, it could be information or clue.
Ursuline, you don't hear anything in the immediate vicinity either. All right, so
Which way we gotta go?
the door opens, and this is a very dusty room. Features a long couch caked with white sheets of wispy-looking fungus. There are many clumps of dust that are skittering along the warped floorboards as if they're caught up by a slight breeze. Yet no wind is noticeable in the air.
Edge, stay away from the glass windows.
Now that you're inside the room, if you'd like to make another perception check, you can.
Alright.
Shall as well.
Hey man,
So give him guidance.
I'm like falling asleep. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean
Well,
we're almost done.
I'll take the two NPC people now with me through this door.
15, 16.
And Kate if she wants to come.
I come.
All right.
That was Tuesday.
Alright, good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night, like in the game? Good night, like as in he's going to bed.
Yeah,
He usually leaves early to go to sleep because he works. Has a job. We
sorry,
don't.
we're almost done.
No worries.
All right, so between the two of you investigating this particular room, nothing really seems too off to you. The dust moving around on the floor doesn't seem too out of the ordinary. You notice that strangely the fireplace, which is over here, looks like it was used fairly recently. Other than that, not much else really stands out in here.
I always end up putting all the pickles on top of one. Another on one fucking side.
For now, I suppose let's leave this room and then go back to the hallway.
No, they didn't forget them. They put them all on the one side.
Yeah, it might be wise to catch up with the others.
All right, Ursuline, you're opening this door?
Yeah.
You end up in the same hallway as Dino and Edge, just on the other side of it.
I wave to them. Hello.
There's nothing in that room behind us. Check the one in front.
What do you mean in front?
Like in front of you.
You mean like? Oh, okay. I got you. Oh, I thought that was green for a second. It was just my eyes deceiving me.
With the door ahead of her, what does she see?
Okay. You notice a smell coming from the next room. Smells like something is smoldering in the next room.
Tell them. I think something's burning. That's what smoldering means, right?
Well, yes, more or less.
Let's get a better idea. Chopper, use your scent ability.
Chomper doesn't detect any creatures, but also notes that the smell of something burning in the next room.
And I can
Alright,
smell.
no creatures that give away a scent. That's good. Rush,
I think just pushed past me.
Well, I mean, you could go first if you want. We're just getting into the room, really. I'd probably move over here, I think.
Okay. So, Dino, as soon as you enter the room, you notice that the smell is it's much stronger to you.
Oh shit.
It smells like burning hair, burning flesh. And to describe the rest of the room, let's see here. So there's an additional sense of age and decay in this room, and it comes from the sounds of the house sort of straining and creaking. The ceiling is a bit higher in this room. Maybe only like a few feet higher than the others, but still enough to notice it. The whole room smells damp. There is an unpleasant smell of mold lacing the air as surely as it stains the wooden floor in some places, particularly all the way over here. It also stains the walls, the furniture, in sort of splotches here and there. You see to the northeast of the room, actually right in front of where Edge is standing, there are some moldering trophies that are hanging on the wall. You see the heads of a boar, a bear, a fire pelt cougar, a stag, and those are all, nice enough looking trophies, but they all pale in comparison to the thing that you see in the middle of the room. You see a 12-foot long creature with the body of a lion and a scorpion's tail with razor barbs. It's got some huge bat-like wings on it and a deformed humanoid-looking face.
Quite the trophy. Now that burning sense isn't so much stronger for me. I want to roll perception with guidance to see if I can get a better idea of what it is.
Okay.
Oh. 18.
You don't pick up anything additional to what you already know, which is that again the scent is much stronger for you in this room. Whereas some of your friends may just notice it and then sort of forget about it or move on. For you, it's much more pronounced. It's something that you almost can't shake it.
God damn it. There's something here. You know what?
Is it the animal in front of us?
Also, dancing.
Not that.
Lights.
I mean, there's this weird burning smell.
Is it the fireplace that's probably in this house?
Dancing lights.
I mean, it doesn't smell natural. It smells like burnt body. gonna bother me in the future because that smell is bad smell.
It's the scent nearby.
Smell.
I'm just gonna open this door because I'm assuming this is the front door that we didn't go into.
Yeah, that door leads outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it up and be like, "Here, let's let some fresh air in. Maybe it'll help you."
Actually, as you open the door, and Dino passes in front of this this trophy for a second time,
Oh crap!
it is going to make the just Dino sees this. This trophy lurches to life, and all of its fur erupts into flames.
Oh shit. That's out of character, but still.
I fucking knew it.
And it rolls it as this happens. The face shifts to resemble a middle-aged woman, and suddenly the tail strikes forward at you, Dino, attempting to burn you. Before it recoils and returns back to normal, and it rolls an 8 to hit, so it misses you.
Shot fired.
And at this point, the visible flames and burning that you see on the fur and the flesh of this creature dissipates, and to you now it just looks like a stuffed trophy as it did when you first entered the room.
Okay, before I go any further, where was I when it decided to trigger something?
It was when you passed through here after Ursula had opened the door.
Yeah, I'm just a step away from that.
Okay.
Guys, room's trapped.
What? What's going on?
Trophy came to life and shot its fire tail at me.
So either A, go through the room carefully, or leave it and shut the door?
Do it.
This entire structure seems to be haunted by some presence.
I mean, this mansion has had a lot of history.
Perhaps that's what we're seeing. What if this is history unfolding again? Everyone keep on their guards.
My issue is I don't want the this trap to go off again. So Edge, I'm thinking you and I attack at this thing's tail and chop it off.
It's the thing that we're looking at. Is it a stone structure, like a statue? Out of character?
No, it is a stuffed. It looks like a manticore.
Ah, okay. Right then. So yeah, Edge will agree, and we'll take an attack on it.
All right, so yeah. So go ahead.
No, murder. Damn it, that would have been a spicy 22.
Okay, so Dino.
Attacking it? Should I shoot it?
Dino slices off the tail, but after a few moments, the tail sort of reapparates attached to the body.
We need a dream in here. To detect the magic.
I mean, both our detect magic people are missing.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I have the NPCs follow me.
God damn it. Edge. Again.
Edge is not feeling great after that weird day. At least my damage is consistent.
Oh, nice. Are you just slicing it again?
16.
All right, so you both make contact. Again, cutting off the tail, and again, it it seemingly reattaches itself.
We're doing this wrong. It stops to think for a minute.
Okay, so
can
it
we see the?
triggered
Can we?
whenever Ursman opened the door.
Can we see like the center of the creature's core? Like, is there a heart? Basically, can Edge try to literally just stab it straight in the heart?
You can certainly attempt that. If yeah, go ahead and
After it does that, I'm going for the head.
roll again. You stab your greatsword all the way through, and as this is a taxidermy piece, you don't notice your greatsword hitting any sort of like vital organs as you push it through the whole body. Dino, you try to chop the head off, and your scimitar gets caught not too far into your swing.
God damn it!
I think we'll have to leave this creature for now, until we can. I would have suggested burning
One
it,
more
but that would
swing.
be pointless. Where? This creature keeps regenerating
Miss-
its body.
Like I did miss I missed the head. And you could confirm.
One more time then.
You swing down, and so Dino, you swing down. You obviously you do hit. It's a still taxidermy. You do not cleave the head off of it. Edge, you swing with your greatsword again, or are you what exactly are you doing this time when you attack?
Okay, so the tail didn't have anything. The torso didn't have anything. He's gone for the head already. Do I see anything on the base that what it's attached to? You know, like leg wise.
Roll perception.
Second. Probably should have done this first. I feel kind of like a dummy, but oh.
Probably.
14, 27. Believe it or not, everything looks normal. The display doesn't appear to have any special runes or gems or other accents on it that would lead you to believe that the base is what's causing this thing to attack.
Yeah, Edge is gonna put his sword. You know, he's gonna have it on him, but he's not attacking this creature anymore. This is some type of a curse. We can't deal with it. Let's move on.
Fair enough. Jumper,
So,
investigate this door.
I was gonna actually say, is this stain something relevant?
Let's see. I did mention.
That's a nasty smell to it. It's of mold,
It looks
I think.
nasty.
So as you move further in, you see on the northern wall, which is just above your head right here, you see a rather gruesome-looking antique that's hanging. It looks like a mummified monkey head. Its tiny mouth is gaped open. There is a bell pull that extends from the mouth, and you see a pretty big stain of dark-colored mold on the floor that is only partially obscured by a ratty-looking throw rug.
Is it safe to assume that pulling that bell seemed to cause this strange stain? Is there any mechanism we can see looking above?
Go ahead and make a perception check to examine the pull string.
Okay. God, my rolls tonight.
Be like that sometimes.
Nothing jumps out at you.
I think for now it's best to avoid this place for now. Let's check the door you two were examining.
Keep heading south.
Okay.
A staircase here.
Yes, there is a staircase here. I assume Chopper is sent on this door here.
Exactly.
Okay. Chomper does not detect anything on the other side of the door.
All right, whatever it is, it doesn't have a scent. Edge.
In we go.
All right, you open the door.
We go. Arch.
This is a
Oh,
cozy,
this is a small room.
This is a cozy-looking drawing room, but it is currently marred by an unnatural dampness and thick sheets of mold that cling to the curtains that are closed over the southern window.
Is there a door to the right of here?
Yes, there is a door.
All right.
Jumper again.
Guess your friend seems to be doing rather short work of these areas, at least.
Again, there doesn't appear to be any living creatures in this room. Chomper doesn't pick up on any scents.
All right, Edge.
In we go.
In we go.
Okay. This room. Let me see here. So, in this room, you see a library that features two chairs, one of which lies on its side before a stone fireplace. Beside the fallen chair, which is this one, there is a red and gold scarf that is the colors of which pretty starkly contrast with the drab overall palette of the room. This scarf is draped over the side of the fallen chair. In between the chairs, there is a book that sits face down. There's also a stone bookend on the shelf of the fireplace that is also laying on its side. This bookend is carved to look like a praying angel with butterfly wings. As let me move the rest of these guys down here. Kate as well.
How many books are on the bookshelf?
There are dozens throughout the room, but on the fireplace shelf, there's maybe 8 or 9. As Edge, as you approach the chair that has been knocked on its side, roll perception.
Guidance. You're slowly gonna murder Albert, I swear.
Edge, as you look down, you see the scarf begin to move on its own.
Okay, do I sense some type of evil from it? Is it like the same as last time? Like a spirit that's possessing it or manipulating?
You do detect evil coming from it.
Alright, then yeah, he's going to go straight for the attack.
Alright, go ahead and make your attack.
Alright.
You require assistance.
Alright, you do hit it. That is not, however, enough damage to destroy it. So what happens after you swing your greatsword is the scarf is going to leap at you and try to wrap itself around your throat. Go ahead and make a will save.
Here we go again.
You got this, bud.
Ah, that's something.
18. So the scarf, like I said, leaps up, and tries to wrap itself around you. You see a ghostly image of Aldern Foxglove manifest before you. And it appears to be gripping the ends of the scarf as if it is using it to try to choke you. But you look upon this image and you understand that it isn't real. And you're able to grab a hold of the scarf and throw it off of you.
Right after he does that, I'm just going to murder the scarf.
Okay, so Edge removes the scarf, throws it to the floor. Dino, go ahead and make your swing.
Shit, Albert.
I mean, it's a scarf. You slice the scarf, and you actually cut it in two. The pieces of the scarf land relatively close to one another. You see some of the threads that have been now frayed on either end of it. They slowly begin to reach out towards each other and try to reattach themselves.
Fuck.
It's happening very, very slowly. It's not like the Manticore where it's immediately. It's the scarf is slowly putting itself back together.
Edge.
Fuck that.
Can I shoot it? I don't.
Can I shoot
Wait, there's a fireplace,
Ursula
right?
Cage. Team kill.
Can I shoot the game mechanic?
Sorry, Edge. What did you say?
There's a fireplace here, right?
Yes.
Has it been lit?
It is not currently lit.
Edge will reach for.
Edge will do Daft Punk again.
One more time.
Yep, that's what I heard too.
Starting to get daylight here, so that's probably why.
Okay.
Anybody have a torch?
There's a no.
Yeah, some of you have torches.
Some of you have literally little
Flint and
balls of
steel.
light.
There we go. Ignite it.
Ignite.
All right. Go ahead and roll nature
Do you not want these cell
or survival, your choice.
Guidance.
Put them on the table.
Okay, yeah. Dino, it doesn't take very long at all to get the flame lit.
Alright, Edge. Just ball up the scarf and yeet it into the fire.
Yep, done already.
All right, so yeah, as you ball up the scarf, it actually makes it a little bit easier even for the threads to try and reattach themselves to one another. But you throw it into the fireplace. It catches. Strangely, you don't notice the scarf deteriorating visually, at least not yet. I mean, you only just threw it in there, but for the moment, it doesn't look like simply throwing it in this fire is destroying it.
And tell me why what I assume to be a woolen scarf is it burning to the fire?
Mine. This whole house is.
Yeah.
7-4.
Oh, burns fire. It's as simple as that.
We can't just burn everything. We're gonna burn the building down around us.
We're burning it in a little fireplace, okay? It's made to have fire there.
I meant for the rest.
I don't think there's any undead here, because if there was, us shuffling around like this would have definitely made it obvious we were here.
Cages.
I made something try to choke edge.
I don't think it's a traditional type of undead. We're not facing off against ghouls. These are the spiritual kind, which makes things complicated.
Yeah, of course it is.
Also,
is this a bookshelf?
Wait, did you say something about windows before?
It is
Because
a
I
bookshelf.
missed that. I was listening to the Twitch thing as I was clipping things.
In the Foxglove, people like fell out of a window and died. So why I said stay away from the windows.
Oh. I'm right next to a window.
You
It's
are
fine.
right next to a window.
Does the window
luck
look
with that.
weird?
Yeah, I mean you can't really see clearly out of it just because it's like caked with mold and other dirt and debris.
that said,
Can I try doing like the swooshy swashy with the arm like you do on windows that are fogged?
Sure, yeah, you do that. You try and wipe the window with your arm.
Does it work? Can I see the ocean?
I mean, you could already see it, not very clearly, but you wiping it didn't do a lot to improve the situation.
Get some Windex. Let me get some Windex.
Alright, Chomper, you sent again.
Again, no creatures detected by Chomper.
Alright, Edge.
Stop for a second. I want to think about something.
Sure.
On.
Throughout a lot of these visions, I forget. Has the other party been seeing the visions as well of the like the woman that I was dancing with earlier, or the person who I was being strangled by? Huh?
They didn't see what was doing it to you. They only saw that it was happening.
And I bet
Those some decent moves, Twinkle Toes.
The rest of you also didn't see that the Manticore was set ablaze when it was attacking Dino. Only he saw that.
We need to stop for a second and evaluate what we're doing. To each of these rooms, we've been attacked by a supernatural force that only some of us can seem to see. Neither of you saw me being strangled by Foxglove, did
I saw the scarf around your neck, but I didn't see anyone choking you with it.
I was perceiving
We've
all
seen weirder shit happen.
I saw the first time it was a woman who died right in front of my arms, deteriorated into nothingness. Second time was Alder and Foxglove, how you described them to me. I believe this place is genuinely haunted. I'm not sure the origin of it. That still eludes me.
That doesn't make sense. Fuckboy Albert's still alive.
I'm not sure if that's the case. Let's move on.
What does my perception show me in this room?
Okay, you see before you a mahogany table that is surrounded by chairs. There are two fireplaces in this room to the west, while to the east there are some stained glass windows that are obscuring what could have been a breathtaking view of the Lost Coast. Each window depicts a monster rising out of smoke pouring from a seven-sided box. From north to south, so 1, 2, 3, 4 going down, you see a gnarled tree with an enraged face, an immense hook-beaked bird with sky blue and gold plumage, a winged centaur-like creature with a lion's lower body and a snarling woman's upper torso, and a deep blue squid-like creature with evil red eyes.
Is that the Kraken?
It's
Kraken.
You look upon it. It looks like a kraken to you.
She's doing that. Chopper. Again.
Oh.
If anyone has training in knowledge arcana, you can check for.
Doesn't Dream have that?
Other
one of us does.
Elements of the Cade does, because Cade is a point in every single skill in the game.
Yes.
No,
Can you roll that for me?
Dream does not have Arcana knowledge trained.
Guidance.
Yeah, just give that
Would anyone recognize anything about like
Ursuline,
the
you
boxes
have a point in it.
and Arcana?
Yeah, you have a point in it. Cat has a point in it. So.
Oh, I'm not trained in it. Oh,
No, you
that's
are.
why I didn't notice it. Okay.
You are trained. It's just not a class skill for you.
24.
Oh, okay, so do I check it off or no?
No, you don't. You don't check it off. It's not a class skill, but you do have a rank in it, so you can make the check. Right, Kate. That's what I have to roll for.
Natural 19. Let's go.
Thank you.
All right.
Not the best.
So, Ursuline, you inspect the stained glass. You look at sort of like the details of what's occurring in these depictions. You're a bit confused by the way that these windows were designed. Normally, it would seem obvious that these creatures, a treant, a rock, a sphinx, and the kraken that you mentioned. Usually, you would think these creatures would be depicted as being very brutal and powerful and ruthless, and all of these things that make them look strong and fearsome. And they do look like that, sure, but it appears that there's some kind of little inconsistencies that sort of make you think something else is going on here. You notice that on each of the windows on the 7-sided box, there are runes that are covering the box. You don't recognize exactly what school the runes belong to, but it doesn't look like these creatures are emerging from the boxes. It looks to you a little bit more like they're being drawn into the boxes. And the snarling expressions on their face aren't rage, but rather fear.
Oh shit.
What the hell could scare a
That's what I'm
kraken?
saying. Oh wait, because I feel like maybe this is how he got to be a ghast, by taking others, like bits and pieces from these creatures' abilities. Although I don't know how that would make you a ghast. I mean, if you're human, I guess I can.
I mean, I'm much more concerned with the fact that a kraken is feared, or is fearful.
Yeah,
What in the hell could fear a kraken?
A box, apparently.
Land.
Yeah, land too.
Gods. Demons.
Yeah, I think a kraken could take on a demon.
Depending.
No. Depends on how big the demon is.
And how big the kraken is.
You said there's runes on the boxes. On the windows?
Yes.
Oh yeah, are there any...
Would I have to make another check to see what those runes are, or would I not be able to?
Yeah, I'll let everyone who has rolled, including the people I have to roll for, inspect it closer and try again. Yeah, so go ahead and roll Arcana.
I'm giving Catherine guidance.
All right, Cade
give me a roll too.
Cade rolls a 19.
Yes.
Cat rolls a 24, which is just short.
Just short.
Just short of knowing what these runes are meant to indicate.
Is it religious in nature?
It is not religious in nature. Although you can roll, I'll let you roll a religion check for a different reason, mostly because of the things that Ursuline was saying. So if you'd like to roll religion to sort of check what she was saying, then
It's terrible, but
Guidance.
Oh,
7.
Jesus.
It's terrible.
So
Wait,
you
do you
don't.
have to be trained in religion or like have a rank in it to roll it?
You do, yeah.
Oh,
What kind of
darn.
paladin are you?
Who else has religion? I thought someone else did.
Cade does, because Cade has everything.
Cade.
Remember?
Oh yeah. Does Dream?
Maybe.
You gonna roll that shit.
Dream
Cade
does
is
have
good.
religion.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
Guidance.
not any better.
Who you got in
Cade
me or
gets
Dream?
guidance.
Okay.
Damn it, Cade.
I'm sorry.
So
I
based
feel
on
like my ideas just fall flat.
Ursulin's theories, although none of you, seemingly in this moment, none of you can remember for certain. You don't think that's how a ghast is made. You think that that's how something else is made, but not a ghast.
Well, you said it was correct in something because the dude was human before. Like, why would you take these fearsome creatures and put them in a box, if not to create something?
To take something
Whatever
from
it
them.
is, it can't be good.
No,
So let's
it
keep going. Let's keep
It took
going,
a
and we'll think about it as we
for
go.
fuck's sake.
Chomper.
You know,
say it.
I do better than Chomper.
No one does better than Chomper.
I think that just leads back to the hallway, doesn't it? Although it's
Yeah.
locked, never mind, I don't know.
At this point, you've explored the whole floor, except you haven't opened these two doors here.
Oh,
You,
yeah.
you know that from when you passed it earlier, there's a staircase here that leads up.
I guess I'll open these doors and just peek my head through to see what's in them.
Okay, so you open the last two doors. They are both staircases. The one to the south goes up, and the one to the north goes down.
Okay, well, I would say we should leave it here because I would rather continue when everyone else is here.
Yeah, I agree. So
And we could just fill them in on what my idea was.
yeah.
Because,
So,
like, the way you described it with the box, I was like, wait, is the box, like, on top of them, below them? Like, where's the box? Like, is the box taking them, or is the box opening them? Are they coming out of the box? Like,
well, the initial description was each window depicts a monster rising out of smoke that is pouring from a box, so it indicates the box is below them.
yeah, it said pouring from, so, like, I would thought that the box would be on top and the smoke and then the thing. Like,
Right,
so
but then
why I
it
was
would be
confused.
if it was above, then the creature would be descending.
Yeah, that's why I was initially confused with the description because you said pouring out from the box. So when I think of something pouring, I think of you pouring it out. So I was like, wait, are the creatures coming from the box or going into the box? Is what I meant.
So, like I said, the initial depiction from when you first began looking at the windows was that the creature is coming out of the box. Upon your closer inspection, you sort of got the feeling that that's not what was happening, that the creatures were instead being drawn into the box.
Okay. Cool. Arizlin for the win. Yay.
Yeah, like, it's one of those things, like,
Way
you don't,
to
like,
think out of the box.
Yeah. Good one. It's one of those things that, like, you don't know for absolute certain, but it looks different to you than it might to someone who's just, like, a layman just looking at it at first glance. But, okay, so we'll leave it there. You guys have entered the Misgivings and had some run-ins with some pretty scary haunts. You also put a poor diseased rat out of its misery, and and destroyed a piano that caused Edge to dance around the room. So next week we will pick up with, I guess, you guys choosing which staircase you want to take.
Yeah.
And
I don't know about you, but I'm more of an up girl than a down girl.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, that was meant to sound sexual. I don't know if it worked.
No, it did. That was my response to it.
Let's go up.
It would have made more sense if you said top.
Well,
Meh.
that was what I was hinting at, but I can't say top.
As my brother Andrew said during his best man speech at my wedding, which I mean, Kim's not here, so she can't attest to this, but Allie, you may remember this one line that Andrew delivered. It was, may all your ups and downs and ins and outs stay between the sheets and only the sheets.
Yes, yes, I do remember him saying that.
Tim, are you coming to Rob's wedding?
I haven't been invited.
What? Ouch.
I mean,
I will have some
That's
words.
it. We're killing Dream.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't invite him to mine, but I also didn't think I really knew him very well at that time, if at all.
Yeah, well.
Or no, I did. We were been playing D&D together, but I just don't think I had enough like spots for people, so it was kind of unfortunate.
That's fair.
In retrospect, if I could do it again, I would invite him, but it is what it is. So yeah, we'll leave it there. Thanks to all of you for another great session. Thank you to anyone who is watching at home. We really appreciate your viewership, and we will see you next week.
And more merch.
Stay safe out there.
Yeah.
Yes, we really got to
We
work on getting
excited.
those chomper shirts into some kind of store.
Yes.
Are those like little not figurines, but they're like little statues that have like a big head and like a tiny body?
Like a TV, like a Funko Pop.
Oh, Funko Pop. Oh
Funko
God.
Pop Chopper, yes.
Oh God. All right, I'm putting the slate up on that. That's have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.